Hi all, we are back, and I'm gonna play you a little bit of Kobe James.
Hello, darling, I need you now. Staring at the sun, gonna burn me down. I made a deal, I sold my soul. Give me 2 more days before you take it all. Go and embrace my baby's arms, yeah. Go and embrace my baby's arms. Need to be saved from a shallow grave. Please forgive me for what I done. Don't mean to drag it out. The chase is on. I've been fighting for all my days. When the spirit burns out, I'll be ablaze. Gonna embrace my baby's arms. Gonna embrace my baby's arms. Need to be saved from a shallow grave. Need my baby's arms to hold and say, hey, free me from my life. I become a slave, walking aimlessly, headed straight from home. Need my baby's arms. My baby's arms. Need my baby's arms. I need my baby's arms. Need my baby's arms. Need my baby's arms. Need my baby's arms. Need my baby's arms.
Oh, it's been a while. Wow.
Ramble 11. Welcome.
Ramble is it 11 this year?
It's 11, man.
Wow.
We were part of Ramble 10. Thank you so much, Adam, for having us.
Adam
And
Measure
Rally
Group,
Sound.
you guys are saints. Thank you so much for inviting us once again.
We are so excited to be a part of this.
We played last year's on the beach in Salisbury. We
Fantastic.
figured if we had to play in our neighborhood, we might as well play by the water.
Yes, sir. Behind us is the Kickamuit River.
This is the Kickamuit,
in Bristol, Rhode Island, and I grew up on it. My kids are growing up on it.
and I live now here. So
You do. You live.
this is our Ramble vibe. This is what we're trying to give to you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lee, how you doing? No microphone. That's okay. Lee's here.
Lee's here too.
Fellow Rambler, way older brother. Way older brother. Thank you so much for having us. We are so excited to be a part of it. I think this was when the idea was brought up of a 24-hour event. I thought absolutely right. I mean,
It was a no-brainer. After we did the Ramble last year, it was like, I don't care what they do, we have to be involved this year.
yeah, we have to do something. We have to be a part of it somehow.
Yep.
Such a great thing.
Hopefully next year we're back on the beach.
Yeah. No, hopefully. All right, let's do this one, yeah. Let's do another a new song off our new little LP coming out.
All right, yeah, a couple of weeks it'll be out.
People got up and stood around to see. It's all blocked off so they can never get in. Yeah, our levee is bound to break. You haven't seen a storm since '93. Brought the law to our home, but it never got in. Yeah, my wife's still pissed at me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when it all comes crumbling down? The levee is bound to break. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when it all comes crumbling down? The levee is bound to break. The levee is bound to break. There's a place for us where the light does shine, where the moon is bright, but it's off so slight. And I know what's mine. You know it's hard to find. Yeah, the precious climb, it gets lost in time. What you gonna do when our well runs dry? What you gonna do when it all comes crumbling down? The levee is bound to break. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when it all comes crumbling down? The levee is bound to break. The levee is bound. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? What you gonna do when it all comes crumbling down? The levee is bound to break. The levee is bound to break. That's fun. This is fun. What a nice night we have here.
It's a beautiful night.
Yeah.
It's not quite Salisbury Beach, I'll tell you that.
Close to Salisbury
There's
Beach.
nothing like we have a river behind us, but there's nothing like having the ocean behind you on Salisbury Beach.
True story, man.
With fantastic frozen delights and fried food. Oh my God. Why
How
are we
many,
there again?
I think they call them doughboys, but what does our heritage call them?
Malasadas.
Malasadas.
Yeah, Portuguese, man. Malasadas.
Good stuff. I do want to say, I feel that it's necessary to say, I should say, that what Adam and Rally Sound is doing and everything for homeless.
And Judy helping out.
Judy, absolutely.
Judy is the queen of this thing.
But for veteran homelessness is just. I mean, you think about 11. They're in the 11th year of this, and the good that all the money raised goes towards is something that I feel like they're breaking records every year they do it.
And every year more people want to be involved, and it's a volunteer effort. Everybody's a volunteer, the musicians, the helpers, everyone's a volunteer, and we gladly do it because of the cause. The cause is what matters, and it's an awesome cause.
Well, and also, like, if Adam asks you to do anything, if Adam's like, hey, take that shot, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, well, that too. And he has said that before. I've drank way too much Jameson that he kind of forced on me.
Yeah, never. Not
Kind
a chance.
of.
Not a chance.
I have a hard time saying no.
Anyway, I don't know if there's anything at the bottom of this screen, if there's a donate now, but call up and make a donation. There's no denomination that's not accepted.
Every penny counts.
All right. Our last song, thank you guys so much once again for letting us be a part of this. It was an absolute joy. And let's do it, Ramble 12, in person, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, mama, down by the river, you know I'm a sinner, sinner for love. Living life like a heart attack. When the blood starts pumping, you can't go back. And I never met a woman to love that I don't know. Oh, mama, what you waiting for? The old brown Toyota is outside your door. Put it in drive, I'm in the passenger side. My love, you know I can't hide. Oh, mama, down by the river, yeah. You know I'm a sinner, sinner for love. Oh, mama, down by the river, you know I'm a sinner, sinner for love. Or living life by the ocean breeze. It gets hotter and hotter to leave your seat. Yeah, we never get caught, Lee never gets caught in the heat. Oh, mama, what you waiting for? The old brown Toyota is outside your door. Put it in drive, I'm in the passenger side. My love, you know I can't hide. Oh, mama, down by the river, yeah. You know I'm a sinner, sinner for love. Oh, mama, down by the river, you know I'm a sinner, sinner for love. Come on. Oh, mama, down by the river, you know I'm a sinner, sinner for love. You pop a string on the last song, absolutely. Adam Ezra, we love you. Thank you so much.
We love you,
for having
Adam.
us. Rally Sound,
the group.
Judy, everybody, thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on. Kobe James and the Ramblers. How fun is that? Okay, I'm going to set us up. I'm going to set us up for a call with Kobe. Not only do I love those guys and their music, but I also love their spirit and how much they just want to be positive in everything they do, and I love it. Okay, I am ready on Skype, and I'm going to attempt to call my friend Kobe. Let's see what happens here. Is this the J number?
No, I don't know which one it is.
I bet it is. I'm gonna guess that it is.
Yep, that's the one.
Woo! Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
All right, I can hear you. I can't see you yet.
Hold on. Bam.
Bam!
Great success.
Look at all three of you guys are hanging. Okay, so you have to understand, okay? Your screen is set up really nicely the way you're supposed to have it set up. But right now, I think the way that it looks is I can just see your face, Colby, in the middle. And you guys got to just... you look so cozy and cute now. It's perfect. Now I can see you guys.
Close.
Yeah, it's really, I think, uncomfortably close is going to be the recipe for success on this Skype call. It's good to see you guys. Man, we just played your video. You sounded so good, man. I'm going to have that Mama down by the river. Woo! I love that, man. That's gonna be the earworm for me for this year's Ramble. I already know, man. And it looked awesome too. How Bob has been helping us with some of the camera stuff, and he's like, "How did they shoot that? That looks really great."
Just on our phone, man. Just on the phone.
Come on, that was awesome.
Perfect night, man.
Perfect
Sometimes
night.
the planets align.
Perfect night. All right, yeah. It looks like the three of you are staying healthy right now. Is everybody in your respective families doing okay? You hanging in there?
Everybody's great. Everybody's so great.
Yeah. That's cool. Colby, I learned something about you today from trivia, from a trivia question submitted by Turtle.
F.
Yes, that you guys had some history together before you were out in the circuit. You were just starting to write songs, and you were like a young buck working at the car dealership with Turtle before I stole him and got him out on the road.
Cars.
What's up?
Trying to sell cars.
Yeah. You and Turtle were both trying to sell cars, I think.
Yeah. Lack thereof.
Saturns were a tough sell back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Tough gig.
Well, man, I have, especially since we connected at Pat McGee's Ocean State of Mind a couple years ago. I've had just so much fun following your guys' exploits, listening to your music, but also getting a lot of cool opportunities in these last couple years to play music together and share. You Ramblers out there, Colby James and the Ramblers were at the Ramble last year, Ramble year 10. And man, it's a little bit of a heartbreaker that our world is a little bit torn apart and we can't be hanging in person, but I so appreciate you coming on our live stream.
Being back, man. 100%. Whatever you need, man. Veterans should always come first.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Tell me how it's going for you guys. Are you figuring out ways to play out? You mentioned on your performance that you're doing some recording.
We're just got done. Well, we wanted to do a full length studio album, and it ended up, everything right in the midst of all of it. We said, okay, we have to kind of go through what we've recorded, and let's just do a 5-song LP. We didn't go into the studio with 5 songs. We went in with a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
And our goal was to just pick whatever we had that was the to us felt the best.
Yeah.
And we just had to do it, just to get it out there. Try to stay, working. It's tough.
What was the name of the second song that you played? You said you had just recorded it?
Was it Well Runs Dry?
Well Runs Dry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right on.
And that was
done on the EP.
And that was something that we wrote like almost 7 years ago, and just always been on the back burner.
That's cool. Could I maybe have heard that before at one of your performances?
I think Jay and I played that when we opened for you at the Narrows. Yeah.
You guys gotta understand I'm 16 hours deep right now. Any little bone you can throw me is good right now. Man.
Yeah, you look like you're 45 minutes in.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Heavy drug use. No.
Baby.
Are you guys figuring out some ways to play out these days?
We are. We decided that the house party thing is the thing to do, and as long as everybody's being respectful with the rules and regulations, it seems to be working for everybody. Obviously the bar gigs and stuff like that is just on a pause right now, but we're figuring it out. We're adjusting to what we can do, and it seems to be. I'll be honest. Thank goodness for the internet and Facebook Live and all that stuff, because that people tuning in and helping, and it's been working out, and it's been good. It's been good considering the what's going on right now.
Yeah. That is. I've been hearing a lot of stories over the course of this day. We've had so many great artists joining us, and everybody is both struggling to figure out a new paradigm, and they're also really grateful for the fact that we can continue to share our music in innovative ways.
Absolutely.
Yep. And it's good to hear that you guys are no exception. I want to thank you so much for being a part of this day and hanging with me and our Ramblers out here. We are going to be sharing all of your links on our chat board right now that is live, but also on getrambled.org, along with all the information for our other artists. Is there anything in particular before we break off that you that you might want to tell our Ramblers, ways that they can connect with you, something that they can have their eyes out for in the next couple weeks?
I'll say this. If you were to give me 30 seconds, I'll say this. You are by far the real deal. I know, no, man. Like, you are the same. Like,
True. You are true.
It's something that it's often imitated, but it can never be duplicated, my friend. You are something. You are prized, and it's amazing what you do. You've inspired me in so many ways that you have no idea how much I owe you, man. And I really want you to understand that. Everything going forward is about raising money for people less fortunate and having a bad time right now. And if you're doing okay, if you wake up and your feet hit the floor, then that's a good day. But there are people out there that really, really need help, and you're always there to help people. And I think that's amazing.
Inspiration to everybody, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, well, I mean, we put everything up on the old Facebook and Twitter and all the social media stuff, but you know.
New record, the new EP will be out, I think 2 weeks. We'll have it out on iTunes and Amazon and Google and everything else.
Okay, well, you better, I expect a personal text reminder on the day that it's out, because I'm going to want to be listening. And thank you so much for the words. Thank you for your time and your talent. And I feel lucky to be friends with you guys.
So much, Adam.
Thank you, guys.
Go Ramble. Go Ramble. Let's do this.
They are sweet guys. I do have to say, and it is such an honor when there are folks that admire the work that you do. But honestly, the community activism that I get to do is only possible because of this incredible community of people that have rallied around us, and that includes my band members and everybody helping to put the Ramble together today. So I love those words, guys, and I appreciate it, but only partially deserved. Let's call our next artist. Can we do that? I'm really excited about this next person. Is Aaron ready for us? Do you know? All right. This is an artist that I have known for years and years, and this will be her first time. And we have been talking with her. I've been talking with her for years about coming to a Ramble, and she's a road dog. So we have not been able to link up, and this was going to be our year to have Aaron Harp and the Delta Swingers be a part of the Ramble. I was really excited about it, and then of course the world went upside down, and amazingly, Aaron has still agreed to be a part of what we're doing. She submitted an awesome video that we're going to share in a little bit. But before we do, I want to give her a call and chat with her a little bit. And let me see if we can get her ready. Here it is. I feel like I'm getting a little faster at this. A little faster. My eyes are getting a little blurrier at the same time. Okay. Here she is. I'm going to give Aaron Harp a call. Woo! Yeah!
Hey!
There you are!
What's up, Adam?
Hi! How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, but it seems like I've got to turn off your, I was watching live and I've got
That'll do it.
There we go. That's better.
That'll echo you.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the festival. I can't believe you, what is it, 15 hours now you've been up?
We're on hour 16 right now. Woo!
Yay, Adam!
Well, you know, it's It's easier for me because I've had so much help from so many great artists that have submitted music like you did, and I'm really excited. As you know, I was just telling the Ramblers, I don't know if you were watching, but I've been tugging on your sleeve to get you to be a part of this community for a little while, and like us, I know that you're out on the road all the time, and I was so excited when we connected earlier on this year and made plans for this to be your first Ramble, and of course everything went up in smoke, and I'm grateful that you're here today.
Oh, me too. I'm so excited. I was, of course I want to see the real thing, so maybe we can, follow up next year, but.
Open invite.
Yeah. We're excited to be able to do something.
Are you?
And the last, like you said, you've been a road dog. We've been a road dog. I believe the last time I saw you in person, we were in Idaho.
What? What were we doing in Idaho?
There was this little club, and there was a festival. It was the Knotty Pine Supper Club.
Holy cow! That was right around 4th of July out there.
Yes, it was. I think it was 4th of July, and I got to both open for you, and we played after you because we did Aaron Harp and the Delta Swingers, and then we did Love Whip after. and we just sat and watched your show and just loved it.
Oh, that's great.
Massachusetts, Boston people out all the way in Idaho, just like having a party.
I had totally forgot about that, and that was a doubleheader day for us that day, I believe, too. So.
Yeah.
We were not only road dogs in Idaho, but we were both playing 2 shows in the same day in typical road dog fashion. But our Ramblers should know, and Aaron just said it, but for when we first met each other, Aaron, you were playing Love Whip was your thing, and I want to congratulate you with all the success you've been met with Aaron Harp and the Delta Swingers. That's
Thanks.
Is it hard to balance 2 projects like that in your life?
It is. It's challenging because people are like, why? Actually we have 3 bands now because we have the Country Blues Duo, which is what we did for you, and so we have. It's hard to decide, what to. I mean, the Delta Swingers has kind of taken over because we've been doing a lot of stuff in Memphis with the International Blues Challenge and the Blues Foundation, and we were signed to a national blues label, VizTone.
Right on. So, congratulations.
So that's kind of been what we spend most of our time on, but we couldn't stop doing the Love Whip. There's so many Love Whip fans out there, and it's such fun music.
It's so fun. Why would you, right?
No, exactly.
It's so interesting because, I love writing in a wide range stylistically, right? And
me too.
And we I know you do. And what's really interesting is the 2 different ways that we've kind of decided to go about it, right? Like Adam Ezra, nobody knows what to call the kind of music we play.
Because, what's your genre?
Right.
Lane, they say, but no.
I love and have a lot of respect for the fact that you've kind of focused on some different kinds of writing that you love, and you've packaged each one and not in an exclusive fashion, so that you get to have outlets in different ways. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. There's a lot of crossover that happens. There's a lot of, we like to play kind of like music that's danceable. Even the Delta Blues, which I grew up with, which comes from like the 1920s and 30s, that was the original dance music. So, you'll see when we do the acoustic thing here, I've got foot percussion. I really enjoyed everybody with the different percussions today with the performances. It's been great. But here's mine. I have a kick thing. It's actually a hockey puck that is got a kick
drum.
Box? Yep. And then I got a little tobarine, I call it.
Yep. Love that. It's so cool. It really is when you start to think in different innovative ways about making sound, and you take all your appendages into account. It is incredible the number of different things you can do creatively with music. And so I know I speak...
Something like this.
Yeah, exactly. Except singing a song at the same time as you're doing both those things, right?
Yeah, while playing kazoo and guitar.
We here at Team Ramble have really been looking forward to your music. For those of you watching right now who have not heard Aaron before, you are in for a treat. Aaron, we are going to be posting all of your information on getrambled.com. Our moderators on this live stream are going to be posting a bunch of links for you. But for our ramblers that haven't met you yet, obviously you are a multi-dimensional artist. Is there a way that they can dig deep quick with you?
Well, you can just go to my website, aaronharp.com. That's where I usually post everything. Or you can follow me on Facebook, Facebook's Aaron Harp Blues. So I have a lot of different... Actually, if you sign up for our email list on aaronharp.com, we're doing everything through that now. So you get Love Whip, you'll get Aaron Harp CBD, which is our country blues duo. It's not what you think it is, but it is good for your health. And Aaron Harp and the Delta Swingers. So, we're able to do a couple of shows like everybody's been talking about, but most of them are as the duo. But once in a while we get to do a Delta Swingers show or a Love Whip. We're going to be putting out music with Love Whip. Got a new album coming out with this country blues duo on October 30th.
Yes. Awesome. And what's the album going to be called?
The album this is our pandemic album, and it's called Meet Me in the Middle.
Oh,
so
I love that.
A little bit about, the strife in the world, but, let's try to get together in music and love.
Oh, man. Aaron, thank you so much for visiting us at the Ramble. I can't wait to listen to the new music you have coming out, but I also can't wait to listen to your set coming up right now.
All right, well, don't forget to take a little rest there.
I'll do it after midnight.
So cool to talk to you, and thank you so much for all you do for the homeless veterans. It's a really great cause, and, just love everything you do. You're awesome.
Thanks so much, sis. I'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, thanks, Adam.
All right,
thanks for having us.
It's fun. Everybody's so nice. Let's find Aaron's video so we can play it for you. Here it is. Woo!
Hey everybody! We are the Aaron Harp Country Blues Duo. I'm Aaron, and this is...
I'm Jim, countryman. Nice to see you, Aaron.
We've been friends with Adam Ezra for many years. We've seen him on tour, and we always love catching a set by Adam, and we've been friends for a long time. Just so excited to be able to be part of the Ramble finally. Usually we're all touring in different parts of the country, and we don't run into each other that much, and we're often haven't been able to make the Ramble yet, so we are excited that you're doing it online, and thank you for letting us be a part of it. We're going to play you a little country blues, so we also want to big up the Ramble. It's Ramble number 11, and thank them for all the work they do helping to end homelessness for veterans in New England. All right, you guys, we're going to start out with a song with the kazoo, so feel free to do your kazoo hands. That's a little fun thing we made up. And this is called Pick Poor Robin Clean. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Now
Ramble
Yeah.
11.
I was just having a memory about one of the times that one of our memories with Adam and his band, we were actually out on tour I think we were in Montana, and we did a show
It
together.
might have been Idaho.
A festival way out west.
Yes.
And we got to watch his bands. We have a couple of bands too. This isn't our normal thing. Well, this is a new thing for us, this duo. But we also play in a band called Love Whip, and we were booked by Simon Says Booking together with Adam for many years. And we also have a band called Aaron Harp and the Delta Swingers, and we were hoping to bring our drummer in on this, but he's way up in Maine right now. So this is our country blues duo. We got a new album coming out in this format for the the pandemic. So we're gonna do a couple songs off a new album that we're working on. It's coming out in October on VizTone, Juicy Juju Records. I have to switch guitars because I'm gonna play a couple songs in open tuning here. But these are songs from the new album, and let's start with one of my favorite country blues artists. We're going to do a song by Memphis Minnie. What's the Matter with the Mill? Feel free to sing along. The call and response is, what's the matter with the mill? And you say, done broke down. Dancey with this next tune. It's one that I wrote for the new album. It's all about dancing. It's a little bit of Cajun flavor, a little bit of Zydeco. This one's called All Night Long. One, two,
What's this thing, everybody? This is the 14 ounces of doom.
Ukulele bass.
Ukulele bass?
The
U-bass.
Yucca bass? No, it's not. It's not yucca. Yucca. Ukulele. The U bass.
The biggest little bass going. Anyway, what's up, Ramble? Once again, we are Aaron Harp, country blues duo. I'm Jim Countryman. This is our last song. Please donate, and you know it all goes to all the homeless veterans of New England. What a
Good
great cause.
All right, here's a little stop and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. The judge he pleaded, the judge he pleaded, looked like he wrote it, looked like he wrote it down. The judge he pleaded, looked like he wrote it down. Woo-hoo. Yeah, you know by that I'm penitentiary bound. Some got 6 months, some got 6 months, some got a solid, some got a solid year, some got 6 months, some got a solid year. Woo! Yeah, well, me and my buddy, we got lifetime here. Get up, get up. Play that U-bass. Woo! I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter. I mailed it in the I mailed it in the air. I wrote a letter. I mailed it in the air. Woo! Well, you know by that I got a friend somewhere. Yeah, say stop and listen. Stop and listen. Stop and listen. Stop and listen. See what tomorrow brings. Stop and listen. See what tomorrow brings. Woo! Well, it might bring sunshine, might bring showers of rain. I said it might bring sunshine, might bring showers of rain. Woo! Thank you so
Alright.
much. Shout out to Ramble 11 and Adam Ezra and everybody else putting this together. Love you guys. Nice to meet all you new fans.
Stay healthy. Wash those mitts.
Be good.
Yeah. Aren't they sweet? Yep. I'm really excited that we got to share them with you for the first time. Not a lot of first time artists on this Ramble lineup because we've gotten to connect with so many good artists over the years who've supported what we are doing, and so many great musicians and friends reached out to let us know that they wanted to be a part of what we're doing. Ooh, we have an announcement. Whoa. Okay. This is very important. The silent auction is ending in 19 minutes at 5 p.m. And so far, In addition to all the money we have raised on the live stream, the silent auction alone has raised over $8,000 for our veteran heroes. To all of you who submitted biddable items, thank you so much for your work. And for those of you who bid and those of you who continue to donate, we hear that donations are continuing to come in, and man, that is it's amazing.
Where should people go?
Right. They should go for the silent auction. I think you go to getramble.org, right?
Nope, .com, but there's a link in it.
See? Hour 16. It's going to only get worse from here. Say that again.
GetRamble.com.
Yes.
And they can find the link to the silent auction right at the top of our page.
Top of the page at getramble.com.
And the moderator will also add it to the feed.
All right. And our moderator is posting it right now. You just heard that because the microphone picks up everything. So I don't need to repeat what you've just been told. Whew, it's only getting worse from here. I'm just warning you. All right. But this is fun. We are going to get visited by our very own Karina Smith, who and I love being a part of this band because my musicians have causes. Not only are they all musical activists and community activists, but they also have specific causes that they care about and that they are fighting for. And so, Karina, come on and talk to our rangers.
Right.
I'm going to slide over for you.
Okay.
Woo!
Hi, guys. How y'all doing? Hour 16 and a half. We're doing good.
We're doing good.
So I wanted to go through something, and I apologize in advance that this will actually not apply to any of you who may be tuning in from outside the U.S. For right now, these next 6 or 7 minutes, I'm talking to specifically our U.S. Population of Ramblers, but I'm really glad that you're all here with us. I started an initiative about 2.5 years ago now, where at all of our live shows, I bring voter registration materials with me to every show. And it's a nonpartisan effort. I feel strongly that all of us should be participating in our democracy, and whatever you believe and however you express that and however you vote, that you should be part of our national discussion. So I thought today, as part of our ramble, I would real quick take you through the voter registration process. You can just check your registration with us. If you're pretty sure you're already set or you voted recently, then it should just tell you you're already set. But what you want to do, and I'm going to see if I remember how to do this on this screen.
This is going to be so fun to see someone else screw up our live stream.
Keep us open in a tab. Don't close out of the live stream, but you're going to open up a new tab or a new window. And where is your internet browser? Oh, it's on the side.
Weird place.
And you're going to open up a new tab or window. You're not going to go to Adam's email inbox. You're going to go to
Wow, that was pretty fast footwork there.
Oops.org. Headcount.org.
Wow.
Okay. So if you know that you're not registered, obviously, you can go right to that little button right there and register to vote. That works right now for 40 states in the U.S. There are 10 states where you still have to register by paper, but for most states, you can do it right there. If you think you're already registered, you want to click that little button that says check your status.
Utah.
I don't know why we're on Utah. Then you're going to select your state. And for the sake of this exercise, I am actually not using any of our own information. I'm going to check a fake person, and it's going to tell me that they're not registered yet because they don't exist. So you've found your state. Click check now. Should come up with a little box with all kinds of nice information. You do have to select a title. I went through this earlier today, and it won't let you leave that blank, which I think is kind of weird. So we're going to put in Miss Sully the Devil.
Lovely.
Thank you. And let's give her, not the devil, at fiddler.com.
I feel like there should be a suffix. Yes.
Junior? You should be putting in your actual information along with us, by the way.
That's what we're doing right now.
We're doing a fake one, but please put in your actual info so you can actually check and make sure you're registered.
And let's be clear that she is not advocating that you
register a fake
name. That is not actually what we're doing.
Okay, so then you'll put in your phone number and a street address. And our Sully happens to live at the Massachusetts State House.
Ooh,
yep.
Fancy.
Very fancy. Okay, so assuming you have gotten as far as we have, you can unclick these little boxes if you don't want to get a bunch of notifications, or if you feel like you might forget to do these steps or to vote, please don't forget to vote. If you think you will, then leave them checked. All right, we're ready. We're going to check to see if we're registered.
Oh boy.
What a surprise. Our records indicate that you are not currently registered in Massachusetts. So, if you are a Massachusetts citizen and you're not registered, you actually could do it online right from this window. It takes like about 10 minutes. You just need to have your legal address and a couple of pieces of information, which is really, really easy. For most of you, I'm guessing probably if you just checked along with us and you have voted before from your current address, it'll tell you you're already registered, you're all set. Give your information a little look over, make sure that everything is spelled correctly, your address matches, and all that good stuff. You're still not quite done yet. So, if all of that is in order, you're registered, you're set, the next thing you want to do is look at your state's laws, because especially for this year, they may have changed, they may have updated. You may have a new polling place. You may have options for voting, like mail-in, that you wouldn't have had before. It's a really good idea to do that now while it's still early and make your plan. And the last thing that I would implore all of you to do is pick a handful of friends or family members that you think maybe wouldn't have gotten this far yet in their own plan, and talk to them about it too. And like I said, it's not about the way that you vote. I fully believe that every single one of us has a voice and should be using our voice, and this election is super, super important for all of us. So whatever you believe, please get out there and vote. Thank you.
Thanks, Karina.
Go back to the screen.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be.
We can do this.
Really
we
mess
got
this up.
Go to the camera.
Boom.
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 Bye,
Done.
guys.
See you, Karina.
Bye.
Okay. Whew. How's everybody doing out there? Are you hanging in? I would like to call and chat with our next Ramble artist, if that's all right with you. Another artist who has played at the Ramble before. Another incredibly talented human being. His name is Will Evans. And let me see if I can find. There you are, Will. Woo! Okay, we're ready. Here we go. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, hold on. Let's.
Yeah. Yes. How you doing, man? It's good to see your face.
I was sorry, I was at home at 4, but we had a family walk scheduled at 5, so we're on a family walk.
Right. I am sorry. We have been a little crazy today, but it's good to see your face.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that it's coming through okay.
It is mostly sort of a little bit coming through okay, but so far I can hear everything that you're saying, so that's the best part.
Good. I'm glad. Hey, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be a part of this.
Thanks for being a part of it, man. I can't wait to show our Ramblers the video that you sent in to us. The Ramblers that have seen you before obviously are very excited, and obviously you know that your live streams are something that a lot of our community really looks forward to every week. It's been awesome, I think, the way that you've been active and engaged throughout this year, and I love the music that you're making these days, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're we don't hold the candle to. How many days straight are you on right now?
I am not sure. I think this might be 170.
171.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we've probably done like 20.
Well, hey, you don't have to be crazy to be doing good stuff that connects with your community, and you're certainly doing that, man.
Oh. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Ramblers out there. Will is an artist who has been to the Ramble before. He has donated his time and his talent to this cause that we all care about so much. And he's also been an artist that, like many others today, we have played with a million times on the road, and we consider a close friend. So I'm really glad. I'm really glad that you're with us. Will was on an earlier gathering, as a matter of fact, a couple months ago, right?
That's right. Yeah, back in April, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's your little one doing?
She's good. That's why it was I was like gonna wait at home, but she needs stimulation. She's like your parents. She needs to be active. So I was like, all right, we're just going to do this call from the walk. But she is doing awesome. We're just chasing her around, and loves the beach, loves music. Oh, my God. So that's just it's amazing, man. It's the best thing in the world. And yeah, thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
I love that, man. I love that.
Can't wait to we'll bring her to the Ramble next year in the flesh.
Yeah. I like that too, man. It's been a common theme amongst artists as we've been talking throughout the day. This concept of it being hard to think positively about 2020 with everything that's happening, but almost every artist that we've talked to has brought up some pretty positive things in their life that has come from this complete shift in having to live and think. And it seems like you being able to fully immerse in your family, especially at this time in your daughter's life. What an incredible thing.
Well, these are years you don't get back, that's for sure. So, and I was scheduled. This was probably the busiest summer I've ever had scheduled. We canceled 75 shows just starting in May through the summer, and so I was going to be on the road a lot, and that's a sacrifice that we choose to make, and our families have to make it with us. So really, the silver lining for me is just, my daughter knows me so well, and that is just such a blessing, to truly feel like, this connection. Like if I was gone that whole time, she might be scared of me. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been amazing, and so much musical inspiration to pull from this time, as I'm sure you've been writing a ton. I can't wait to get in the studio this winter and just really kind of process what this whole experience is done to me personally, and people I know, and the community that we serve, and try to put that into a time capsule, right? To put that into an album.
That's a cool way to think about it.
Paints a picture of. So yeah, I'm excited for the opportunity to make some art from all this madness.
I love it, man. I love it, and I know you're one of those guys that's writing all the time, but not just writing to write songs, but writing to get the thing out inside, and I love your music because of that, and I think our Ramblers today that haven't heard you yet are gonna love it too.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, thanks for sharing your platform and your energy with so many of us, New England roots rockers out there. We're very indebted to you, and we can't wait to share space all together again.
Amen. Thanks for joining us. Well, it was good getting to chat with you a little bit, and I'm gonna play your video now for our Ramblers.
Enjoy.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me. Much
See you,
love,
brother.
guys.
Woo! All right. Oh no, don't want to do that. Isn't he a nice fella? Let me call up his video, and let's watch and listen for a little bit. Here we are.
Hello, this is Will Evans coming to you live from my basement. It's such an honor to play for y'all and to be supporting such a great cause. So thank you so much for tuning in, and here's a set of music coming your way.
reach out, you can feel it coming, waves across the sea. Hold my eyes as it crashes over. Tell me what it means. If we've only this night, will we divide or conquer? It only takes one light to drive out the darkness and prosper. Hold me close, I'm falling out of reach. I can hear the spirits calling me, and my body I must leave. All my relations come to welcome me. Suddenly I have reached the surface, everything has changed. Feel a breath in the deeper focus, never look the same. If we've only this night, will we divide or conquer? It only takes one light to drive out the darkness and prosper. Only close, I'm falling out of reach. I can hear spirits calling me, my body I must leave. All my relations come to welcome me. I'm falling out of reach. We'll fall from the ground beneath. My body I must leave. Man in the stars above, I will sleep. Over the world, open hovers like a lighthouse lonely song. One day we will wake up in the league of lovers, and we'll fight against our wrongs. If we don't let you hear it, our lives were faded, as if guided one by one. Shall we meet again? Will our souls be mated after the burnt out sun? Oh, my love is an open window, falls from crown to feet, passing through like the ancient stories, only yours to keep. If we've only this night, will we divide or conquer? It only takes one light to drive through the darkness and prosper. Hold me close now, I'm falling out of reach. Feel the spirits calling me, my body I must leave. All my relations come to welcome me. I'm falling out of reach. Moving farther from the ground beneath. My body I must leave. Landing in the stars above, I will sleep. Yes, I will sleep. Yes, I will sleep. Yes, I will sleep. As the days move on, and the seasons turn, as the mountains reach from the ocean's deep, I will sleep. On the wings of a prayer, well, she wanted me home. I was already there. If you carry me inside of your heart, well, I'm never away, and we're never apart. No. Wisdom seeking from up above. Time will come, shed your pain and blossom. When the white to blossom. Dreamer, have I waited too long? If the light fades away, will this moment be gone? No, I'll carry you, 'cause you light up the dark. For your body, my candle. Love is the spark, yes. Wisdom seeking from up above. Time will come, shed your pain and blossom. When the white to blossom. You know I want you. See what I saw. She was a dreamer on the wings of a prayer. Well, she wanted me home, and I was already there. If you carry me inside of your heart, well, I'm never away, and I'm never apart. I said, now dreamer, have I waited too long? If the light fades away, will this moment be gone? No, I'll carry you, 'cause you light up the moon when the world shuts its eyes. I've been dreaming with you, yes. When the world shuts its eyes, I'll be dreaming of you. It's when the world shuts its eyes, I'll be dreaming of you. I'll be dreaming of you. I've been 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 dreaming of you.
Hey everybody, Joe Kane here of Joe Rocks Coronado. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, if you just search for Joe Rocks Coronado. So why am I here? First of all, thank you to Adam and to Megan of the Kindness Rocks Project. I think it's great. This event is cool. I love that everybody's gathering together to celebrate life, and anybody who's doing things to support veterans. I fully support that because I myself am a veteran, recently retired from the Navy after 26 years. So just real quick about myself, I joined to be a journalist, and I joined the Navy to be a journalist, and then that eventually morphed into being a photojournalist. And I spent a significant amount of time in combat zones doing combat photography. And after a long career, which I absolutely loved, and training younger sailors and training other combat photographers, after a while, all of that imagery of the horrors of war that we often were exposed to, it builds up in your mind, it builds up in your brain. So I was having nightmares. I'm transitioning, about a year ago, I was transitioning out, getting ready to transition out. And I went to see the psychologist, and he said, yeah, you got some stuff you need to deal with. There's PTSD there, and it's not going to get better over time unless you confront it. And I said, at the time, I thought, you know what? Not a big deal. I can deal with it. It's not a big problem. It's some bad dreams or whatever. But at the end of the day, I started seeing friends of mine, former co-workers, people that around me just starting to off themselves, commit suicide. And I thought, you know what? These are people I knew, that I worked with, who claimed that they would never do this. And so I started to ask I was curious. I wanted to know, how did they get from here to here? And what was the trigger, and how do I avoid that? Because I don't want to get there. Nobody wants to get there. All right. So for any of you veterans out there dealing with that kind of stuff, believe me, there is a path to peace of mind again. There is a path to continuing on with this beautiful life that you created by serving your country in the military. So anyway, what did I do? One of the things I did was I used art therapy. And when I started doing it, I didn't know there was such a thing called art therapy, but I knew that at night, my mind would focus in on just the stuff that was in there from traumatic experiences. And I wanted to start to replace some of that stuff with better imagery. And I just happened upon, I found a painted rock in the park one day when I was out there with my kids. And it was just a little sunshine with, some birds and some grass. And I had never painted before. So this was 2016. I had never painted before, but I thought, well, I can probably do something like that. And it was kind of fun, with the kids to go out and hide the rocks and find the rocks. So that's why I got started painting. And I guess, as my wife would say, I got a little bit obsessed, as I tend to do. I do have sort of an artistic, I guess a creative spirit anyway, because I've always done something creative. I'm a songwriter, I play music, I'm a photographer, I write. So, I guess that's part of me anyway. But art therapy, I've seen other people use it who never expected that they would have the artistic bent. And it really does work to help replace some of that negative stuff with positive stuff. So if you've never tried it, reach out. You can find through your veterans sources, you can find connections to some of these things that are going on. And if you're ever in Southern California, give me a shout, because here I am doing this. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but yeah, I started painting rocks, and now I even teach classes painting rocks, and it's simple stuff. You start simple. I mean, this is one, we have kids sign up, I have adults sign up. The youngest kid I had was 6, and then more advanced, you get into painting, you know, mandalas like this, you know, and just a variety of anything. Go on my website, you can check it out. But bottom line is, the main thing I took away from this experience of learning how to paint, and then hiding those rocks and meeting other people in the community who were doing the same thing, and connecting with people who were inspired by the art. And then you find out they have their own stuff going on, and you start to talk and you make that connection. And I'm telling you, it really does help bring you out of yourself, bring you out of that dark place, and get you where something positive can happen. So it worked for me, and I know it can work for you. So again, I'm short on time here, but if you're ever in Southern California, Joe Rocks Coronado, you can reach me through any of those platforms. And I look forward to the rest of this gathering and see how it all develops. But you know, if you get a chance with Megan tonight, paint some rocks, do something positive, and it's all gonna get better from there. So thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it. Adam, keep rocking, brother. I've been listening to your music, fantastic. And everybody else out there, thanks for having me here, and hope to see you somewhere down the line.
That was Joe, Kindness Rocks. A cool organization that they have come down to the Ramble for years now, and become one of those activities, right? You think is, I mean, right? We're talking about taking veterans off the street, right? And it seems like pretty important next to the idea of painting a rock, right? But that was just my first reaction to it, and the more I've talked to people that have engaged in the process, it has allowed them to connect with other people on site at the Ramble. It has allowed them to just end up with something simple that they can gift someone else. And I know that Judy, who directs our Ramble, loves Joe and what they're doing, and that goes for me too. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about them and share Joe's video. And can we please give it up again for Will Evans? How great an artist is he, right? Just such talent and a good person too. We continue to find ourselves surrounded by greatness here at the Ramble, and I feel lucky for it. So this is whoa! We have a final number. We have raised over $9,000 in our silent auction today. That is not including the donations that have been coming in. We also have an announcement coming up about kind of an exciting opportunity where it comes down to some donations coming in later on this evening that we're excited to share with you. Right now is a moment in the Ramble. It was kind of like, this is like kind of the moment where I feel like when I was thinking about 24 hours and making it 24 hours, I was thinking to myself, okay, if I can get here, if I can get to this point and I can hang with my friend here, yeah, it's going to be okay. The fellow that we are going to be talking to is a guy named Greg Kretschmar. I know a lot of you all know him. He is the host of probably the most popular radio show in, at least in New England. He and I have been buddies for a while now. And his show is called Greg in the Morning Buzz, and he has been a supporter of the Ramble for years. We've just been friends for a while, and it's such a gift to be friends with people that are doing good things in the world. I'm excited to I'm excited to introduce you to him. If you don't know Greg yet, I am excited. This is a significant moment. I have my first glass of whiskey at the Ramble 2020, and I wanted to save it for my buddy. And we also have a pretty serious musical throwdown happening, planned. We'll see how it goes. But let's start with the call, huh? I'm gonna call him a friend. Here he is. Yes.
But let's start with the call.
Hey, that's me.
What's going on?
That's me talking about my friend. Yes. Oh, you got the good stuff, didn't you?
This is what my kid drinks.
Wow. All right. That was the stuff that you said was harsh.
This is the Oh no, that's the stuff that's harsh.
Well, no, I thought that that's what you were talking about when you said. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's a whiskey drinker would call that it's more complex. It's more complex.
Good tip.
Yep. How are you doing, man? It's really good to see your face. Thank you so much for hanging with me.
Dude, I am your heartbreak hill. That's me. That's me.
I love it, man.
The marathon that is the Ramble. Let me start off by saying, those of you who don't, hi, I'm Greg, and this is my family and friends back here.
Aww, hi guys.
Wait, you say hi, guys. So, let me just say that I've been watching. I started watching early this morning, and I'm sitting there, man, he looks good for this early in the morning. Then I realized you were playing a clip from midnight, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But before we start, I just got to say, I've been to the Ramble, and I love anything we can do to support our men and women that have served our country, and especially those that are experiencing homelessness. Is such a huge thing. So my hat is off, not just to you, but to the band and to every single volunteer at Rally Sound and everybody involved, your staff. I mean, this is an amazing event every single year. So hats off to you, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. I got pour it. Dude,
okay.
Put
now,
some ice in it.
Ramblers, you've got to recognize, okay, Greg is not a drinker, okay? Nope. We don't know what's going to happen once that stuff hits the back of his throat. But it's going to be fun, regardless. Did you put ice in your glass?
I did.
Okay, so that's good, because and then just let the ice, just let the ice get into it. It's not even, you know what, it's not even about the smelling. It's about just the ice mellowing the whiskey a little bit.
Because it smells like pure gasoline. I'm just telling you that. Pure gasoline I'm about to drink.
Oh man, I have been waiting for 17 hours for this moment. Cheers.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Yeah. Watch his face. Watch his face. Oh yeah, there it is.
Woo! That was delicious. I could drink the whole bottle. I don't know how you do it, man.
So there was one time that I convinced Greg to drink whiskey with me while we were talking on air. I can't remember if we were pre-taping or but we were, whatever it was, as soon as we were in between segments, Greg is going to the rest of us in the studio. I can't feel my ears. My ears are hot. My ears are hot.
Yeah, look, I didn't drink for my whole life. The kids are older now, so every once in a while they'll say, "Come on, Dad, have a sip," and so I'll do it, And then with you, that's my toast of honor to you. And yeah, my ears get hot, and then my tongue gets numb. This happens all the time.
It's the good stuff, man.
There you go.
Cheers. Now, before we focus on you and I and the Ramble a little bit more, I need to rewind to the beginning of the pandemic and the incredible event that you put together. And I need you to, I know you're a humble guy and you don't want to talk about it, but you just gotta talk about it a little bit and let the Ramblers know what went down. And I can't remember whether it was March or April that you put this. You put it together in like 2 weeks or something crazy.
8 days. 8 days. It was, you know, and I think what makes us, what made us bond as friends is kind of a similar attitude about community and helping people in the community by doing positive things. And in the beginning of the pandemic, in the first month, I don't know, I think it was April. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure.
I think so too.
We had an idea, and I called my friend Alicia at Channel 9 in New Hampshire, and I said, look, what if we, during this time of pandemic, when everybody, this is during lockdown, so nobody was leaving the house. No. What if we did a 1 hour, special? And I asked a lot of people that I know, musicians and bands, to perform from their house and do a 1 hour special where it's nothing but well-known musicians in New Hampshire. And to be honest with you, you're one of the first I thought of, because you do the Get Folks tour. When you go to people's homes, and I went to one of those, and I saw how you connected on that level, and I saw how that works, and I thought, let's just do it on a 1 hour telethon to raise money to help for the New Hampshire Food Bank. And I called you, and you said yes, and you guys led off the broadcast with a toast, because I had watched the Ramble, the gatherings,
yeah,
and with Sully Erna, and Recycle Percussion was in there. We had it was a bunch of people that were in there.
But you also had
Wasaki.
Yeah, you had some stars too, right? Didn't Adam Sandler make an appearance, or I can't remember who was on there? But
it was Adam Sandler was on it, and Triple H was on it, and Tom Bergeron, and just a lot of famous people that I met and knew, and they knew at Channel 9.
Now,
we did a 1 hour special.
Yes.
And over the next few weeks, they started to grow and grow and grow. Yeah. The donations never stopped. We raised $1.9 million. So, but
that's insane.
It was lightning in a bottle. We planned it in 8 days, and everybody cared about their neighbor. Everybody saw the need and the value of it, and everybody connected with the music from their home. And that's why I think it did what it did. I was astounded. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that we get to that. But thank you guys for helping being a part of it. And I think the toast was the perfect way to kick it off.
Well, that's a perfect excuse for you to take another sip of whiskey right now. See, I figure the more sips of whiskey you take before we compete, the more chance I have.
Whatever you say, Alex. I'll be calling you Karina in a little bit, whatever.
Perfect.
Karina, whatever you say.
Awesome, man. And I promise I will stop making you talk about yourself in a second, but that is not the first community event and cause that I've got to work with you on. You started really a movement. Really, it's more, you can probably call it that at this point, but it's just called Lend a Helping Can, right? But it's become much more than that, and
right.
Obviously this was an extension of that a little bit, but just can you talk a little bit about how it started? Because really, that's what's happening at the Ramble, and that's what we believe in, the power of small community, and you start with an idea, and it's small, and then it grows.
100% agree. We started, I think it's 29 years now. It was a canned food drive, and then it grew from a box truck to a tractor trailer, then 4 tractor trailers, and 5 tractor trailers, and multiple locations, blah blah blah. Then we switched it to a fundraiser, and for over 30 years we do a fundraiser, a 2-day radiothon, which you've been a part of every single year for the last several years, where we raise money for 11 different agencies in New Hampshire to help feed the homeless and the needy. And women's shelters, people experience food crises, and we've been doing that for a long time. So again, it ties into the very attitude that exists here in the Ramble, and that's why I'm always I'll always be here if you need me for this.
I love it, man. It really means a lot that you're here and you're hanging, and I got to hang and banter with you a little bit on your show. Yesterday. Right. Every morning, Greg in the Morning Buzz, and it's not, and I don't really understand how radio works. I really don't. I should. I'm in the music
What
world.
I do?
I think you do more than me, perhaps, because I always thought Greg and the Morning Buzz was just a show that the station that I hear you on, WHEB, has. But I come to find out recently you're on a lot of different stations all over New England, right?
Yeah, we're on 7. We're on 7, but we're out of that one location most of the time. But you know, it's still the same thing. You're doing a show, a New England-based show about New England, helping New England, and that's what we do. You know, so
and also
yeah,
just being goofy and fun in the morning when you need a little goofiness and fun. And
hopefully,
yeah. Where would you?
Whatever you say, Poche. Whatever you say, Poche.
For our ramblers that aren't from New England, where can they stream you? What's like the best way? Is it just to go to one of those stations and stream from there in the mornings?
We're on the iHeartRadio app as Greg in the Morning Buzz, but you know, I'd rather talk about you or what
I know we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not doing it to promote you. I don't like you that much, but I do. I think that it's a nice. I think that people want to connect to things that are impactful, to things that have meaning, and to good people. And
well, it's funny. I found really good artists through the Ramble, you know, and through going to your shows and things like that. I've seen some really good, and I've found artists now that I listen to all the time. So yeah, I get it. I totally get it. 100%.
That's it, man. That's it. Okay, now I gotta read the title that you came up with because we were trying to think Ramblers. We were, oh, he's stretching. I mean, he's getting. Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, this is really gonna suck for me. I know this already. So Greg and I, we knew that we wanted to hang out online together for a little while at the Ramble. I knew that I wanted to make him drink whiskey with me, but we felt like we needed an activity, and this is what we came up with. This is Greg's wording for the title: the Barefoot Whiskey Drinking Music Trivia Ramble Throwdown. Adam Ezra versus Greg Kretschmar from the Morning Buzz. Bang! Right there.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so now let me see if I remember the rules, Greg, before we start, okay? We have both assembled various, or at least I have assembled my Throwdown playlist. And I am, we take turns. I can play you some snippet is the mathematical term that we used in negotiations. We can play a snippet. And the other has to see if they can guess. Now the only rule is that it has to be a song that the server really loves. And so this way, over the course of our time competing, I'm actually going to get to know a little bit more about your taste in music, which I know is absurdly extensive and varied, which is frankly intimidating to me.
This is gonna be fun. Yesterday I played him a clip from Fleetwood Mac's "Dreams," and he didn't know the title of the song.
God damn it!
So that's classic.
It was the worst. I could sing the whole song too. It was one of those. You know those songs. I knew it was on Rumors, right?
Yep.
And I knew I could sing the whole song. Dreams.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Number one.
Okay, let me just. Adam's got to hear the music, ladies. So it's just a little bit. So the girls, they're playing back there, and they're making focaccia bread and chili. Sorry you couldn't be here.
Get it together, ladies. All right. Things are dark here at Ramble Hub. We are on hour 17, almost hour 18 at this point. My point is I could use a focaccia bread delivery is my point.
Okay. All right. We'll work it out. Work it out.
Okay.
Now I want to play you a clip of a song to make sure that you can hear it, okay? And the Ramblers can hear it.
Okay.
Now I'm not going to play you. I'm not going to start. You want me to start off at the beginning of the song or drop you into the middle of it?
So on my list, okay, and I'm just gonna flash this so you can't. This is the list that I made, okay, but some of the songs, two of the songs I needed to play my snippet not in the beginning. And actually, it just turned out that the rest of the songs, right from the top, I felt was the snippet that I wanted you to make.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Let me just see if you hear this one, okay? This is just a test, right here. Oh, shoot. Hold on, I did it to him. Hold on, right here.
Okay. Hold on. No. Stop. That's Elton John. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Are they shouting out the answers?
That's what they're doing. I'm like, come on, don't help them out.
Don't help me.
You're
Feeling
right.
inside, easily hide. But if I did, that big house, the
name.
I know. I'm getting there. Yeah, this is your song. Your song.
Your song is correct. Ding, ding. Very nice. Very nice. I love you had to go through the first verse.
I have to get through the thing. I'm not a. You know what's funny, right? Like I'm not a title. This is a challenge for me. Okay.
I get it.
Okay. I am only giving you 1 second on this song. Are you ready? Okay.
I couldn't hear it.
You couldn't hear it?
I couldn't hear it.
Damn it. All right, hold on a second.
Guys, be quiet.
I'm gonna see. You should be able to hear it.
Seriously, as you can
Okay.
tell.
Yeah. Ready?
I got it.
Okay.
America.
Yes, I knew you would get it. I knew you would get that. I knew that was your wheelhouse. All right.
God goes wild. God goes wild. What's next?
All right. No, but the thing is, in between each round, you have to take a sip of that whiskey.
Gladly.
He's had 3 sips of whiskey. He's shit-faced right now. I'm telling you. This is how it works with him.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay. I'm ready.
What can I throw at you? Okay. And we said any genre, right? So I can throw anything at you, right?
You know my wheelhouse, right? You know where I'm weak. You know where I'm strong.
I do know your wheelhouse. I also know that you are a Boston guy. Okay.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna give you.
Oh, this is gonna be embarrassing if I don't get this.
This one.
The Cars. Just what I needed.
Ding! Nicely done. Nicely done. I'm proud of you. You got to go to the course. That's
No.
great.
Yes. No. I'm really nervous about this, man.
Dude, let's go. You're doing good. You're
Okay.
Doing good. I'm ready.
Let me see, because I want to ease it. Oh, okay. I know what I want to give you. Oh, I'm really psyched to give you this. Okay. Hold on. I gotta find it.
Game face.
You ready?
Oh.
Do you need more?
Yeah, give me a little bit. That's the synthesizer just kind of coming in there.
It is, but it's a very iconic synthesizer. See, I can't speak right now. Okay, here we go. You're at 2 seconds. I'm gonna play you. I'm gonna play you till 5 seconds. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
You should get
Brothers
this.
in arms, side straight.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, let me tell you something, man. That guy is
My favorite.
Such, oh my God,
My favorite.
Unbelievable performer, unbelievable. And I'm gonna give you this tip. Go listen to the All the Road Running album, the live album with him and Eddie Lou Harris. Blow you away.
Really?
Absolutely blow you away. They did a concert together.
Yeah.
They were phenomenal. It's great. Great choice right there.
You know what I love about his guitar playing? He never has anything to prove. Right? There are so many great guitar players that I feel like need to show how great they are with their solos. He plays so simply and it's so perfect.
Yeah. I will tell you that he's unaffected by celebrity. Totally. 100% unaffected by celebrity. And every album is... I fell in love with it. I'm a big fan of Mark Knopfler.
Yep.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
So this is going to be This is gonna be. I don't know. This is an older one. I don't know if you knew it, but talk about songs that are personal. Okay, you want to know personal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you personal. Okay. See if you know. See if you know this. I can give you a bunch of this guy because he was very famous. I'm gonna tell you that he's no longer with us. It's an old song. Let's see how you do this right here.
Okay, Jim Croce, Time in a Bottle.
There you go. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, brother. Look at you. Look at you. Woo!
Adam, he owes you a drink. He didn't drink when you drank.
I just did.
Okay, Greg heard. He's making up for lost time. Good work. Oh. Yeah.
So
you're doing great.
Now, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
That album, that entire Jim Croce album,
Yeah.
right? My brother went in the Air Force when I was in probably early high school, right? And we listened to that whole album as we were driving to the airport to drop him off.
Yeah.
And on the way home, that album was on. Every time I hear a Jim Croce song, my brother and I are very close.
Yeah.
Every time I hear a Jim Croce song from the greatest hits, it brings me right back into looking out that window in that car on a rainy day, knowing my brother was leaving, you know. And it moves me every single time. So here's my question to you. Was there one song that changed your life? Like, that didn't change my life, but it was an earmark in my life. Right. But I think there are certain songs that come in moments in your life that kind of change your life. Maybe put you in a new direction or give you a new perspective. Is there one like that for you? This is the interview with Adam Ezra time here on the Ramble. Don't forget to click the link and make a donation, please, because we're helping to
Wait.
find homes, safe homes for our homeless veterans. Please do all that you can, so please.
You know what I'm doing right now as you were speaking?
You're finding the song that I was asking.
No, I'm putting up the donation
nice.
message on the screen.
Okay,
Classy.
all right.
All right.
Oh, the next one's you too. It's a great one. But what's the answer to the question?
Okay. I'm going to say this. I had a couple very formative musical experiences that were very, very earth-shaking, groundbreaking for me. And they mostly happen around, I guess, I mean, there's a lot of different moments. And I think you're kind of like me too, and I think probably a lot of people hanging with us are like this too, that we associate parts of our lives sometimes with the music that we were listening to at the time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I would say when I think about me today musically, and I look back, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
And I look back, there is one particular band, I can't say a song, but one particular band, and I just so happen to have called up a song from this band to see if you can get it. Now, I do not think, and I don't know, because when I started listening to this band, I just listened to all of their music, so I never learned what their popular really versus non-popular songs, okay? So this is my favorite, to this day, nighttime driving song, and it's from the band that probably reshaped the way I started thinking about music in my most formative time in my life. How's that? Is that a close enough answer to what you're asking?
Great, it's great. I can't wait to hear it.
I'm a little punchy, so I don't even really remember the question, but I'm gonna play this for you anyways. Okay, hold on a second. Now this is one of the few that I had to cue up the exact spot, so don't move. That didn't work. Okay. Oh, do you get it already?
No, not very much.
Okay, good, perfect. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That is yeah.
I know that riff.
That's your snippet.
I can't place it. I'm not gonna.
Oh! This is a good moment for me.
I'm not gonna be able to place it.
Okay. Well, and in your defense, I think it's not a song that a lot of people know, but it is. The band is Led Zeppelin, and the song.
I knew it was. I knew it was Led Zeppelin. Hold on. I can't.
The song is from an album called Houses of the Holy,
Houses of the Holy.
and it's called No Quarter.
Yep. I played that a million times.
Yeah, I know you have.
The problem with that is I've been on the air for 36 years, and some of them run together, man. You know what I mean? I don't spend a lot of time listening to it because I played it so often. So, but you got me there. Good for you. There you go. You want it. There you go.
Things are going well for me right now.
You feel good about yourself.
Oh shit! No, I feel terrible. Give me an easy one.
All right, I'll give you. Let's see. I mean, right from the beginning.
I have no idea. Wait, okay, do they start singing soon, or can I get a little more intro before it gives it away? Wait. Don't go away today. I don't feel much like playing. Who the hell? So Crosby, Still. No, that's not Crosby. Time is only the sunshine go away today. Is that the name of the song?
Sunshine by Jonathan Edwards. Right?
Jonathan Edwards, and he's a guy. He's a local guy, so I should dig a little closer with him.
So try to keep it in your wheelhouse. Are you ready for this one?
Wait. What do you mean? Am I ready for this one? You can't go twice.
This lightning roll, lightning round.
Yes, Carole King. I feel the earth move under my feet. You ready?
Very good. I'm ready. Steven Dan, dirty work.
Yes.
All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm gonna go with. Here we go.
Okay, so check out what I was just about to play you. Your thing was very quiet, by the way. It was very hard to hear.
It's because of the artist. Okay.
You ready? It's not going to be a challenge for you. What? That's it. My cursor was on that while you were playing Sweet Baby James.
That's good. Let me see if I can give you. I'm gonna give you one right here. Let's see how you do with this one right here. This might be hard.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash. We had no choice to carry on. Carry on. Love is coming. See what my voice sounds like after 17 hours?
Hey, look at me. I'm switching whiskey.
All right, you ready? That's all you get.
More. That's Jimi Hendrix, and that is With Cries Mary.
Nice.
It's close. No, it's With Cries Mary.
I love this game.
All right, are you ready? Let's
yeah.
See if you do this one right here. Oh.
Stop it. I've been sleeping. It's Rolling Stones. Miss you. Is it later Stones?
Look at him. He's not looking. He's not looking. See, he's not looking.
What? Oh, were you just gonna give me a hint?
You said it. Miss you by the Rolling Stones. You said it. Miss you by the Rolling Stones.
Okay. All right.
You are performing very well, though.
Thank you.
For so long. You've been doing this for so long. Don't forget to click the link. I know we're screwing around, having some fun, giving them a little bit of a break, but let's help out the veterans. Let's help them find homes here. Okay?
You were very sweet, Greg. Thank you. I'm going to give you one more.
Okay.
And I'm going to take you into the 80s on this one. Okay? Doesn't intimidate you. Okay?
My age, nothing intimidates you. Let's go.
All right. You ready? Do you need more? Yes? Yes? Yes. Oh, if you get this just from that, it's amazing. That was 1 second. That was 1 second.
The band I wouldn't normally listen to, I can tell you that.
No.
It's definitely out of my wheelhouse.
Yep.
It's like a dance pop hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Not
you know
really.
what? I can't. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna play you the first second of another song from this band.
Okay, good.
And then you've got to figure out what the first song is.
Good. I got it.
Okay, you ready?
I got it. Yep. Got it. I knew it was the Eurythmics, and that was Sweet Dreams, but the other one was, it's not Would I Lied to You. Shoot. Is it Would I Lied to You? It is Would I Lied to You.
No.
It's not.
No.
I don't know it.
You had it. You were singing it.
I know. Yeah, I'm not a big. I mean, I love it.
Here comes the rain
Here comes the
again.
rain again.
Yeah, that's gonna wake you up tonight. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My eyes are getting droopy. I don't know what that means.
Greg, thank you so much for hanging. This has been a gift to get to hang with you and have some fun and drink some whiskey with a friend.
Look, you know, like when you go to a show and there's like 4 bands on the show and you're in the audience and stuff. You're already the next band is the head band. Like you're 1 band away. You're in the home stretch. You're coming down the line, brother.
Heartbreak Hill, man. I just got over Heartbreak Hill.
Yeah. You're good to go, man. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you for everything you do. I love you guys. You know I do. And thanks to all the volunteers and all of the AEG fans out there. You guys are an awesome community, making a difference in people's lives. Thank you very much.
Greg Kretschmar, Greg in the Morning Buzz. Thank you for being here, brother. It was great hanging with you.
You got it. See you, brother. Love it.
Whew. Whew. That was a workout. Keep it up with that guy. He stumped me. He stumped me on one. Worst things have happened. Whoa. What do you got?
There's a bucket going around.
What is that from?
Oh, our on-site peeps.
Oh, come
sent
on.
The love.
Hold on, let me
bucket
take that.
tradition.
Wait. I want to just make sure that we have the right. This is getting harder and harder for me to figure out as the hours roll on. Okay. Give me that. This is just from our volunteer army that's here today. They created their own love bucket, and for those of you that have been at Rambles Past, you know that when we're playing a show, buckets will go out into the crowd and they will travel around. Super sweet. How good is this day? I mean, we could use some sleep, but aside from that, it's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day. Do we have Talia ready for dinner?
So you just have to have her name up on Skype.
Oh, okay. But do we know how to get in touch with her? In theory?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all ready for dinner? Because
you do have an intro video for Talia.
oh, I do? Oh, let's play that. That'll be great. We have dinner plans, and they're supposed to be happening right about now, and we have a video set up that will help introduce you to our guest dinner chef. All right, let me see if we.
Is that my paper over there? I'm getting my paper.
Okay.
When is it? 6 o'clock. Talia, number non-profit videos.
Ah.
Number 18.
Aha, Talia. There it is. Okay, let's learn about our chef.
The connection between eating healthy and feeling good really couldn't be stronger. I always wanted to be a comedian. I remember when I had the bright idea, the light bulb went off. I took my passion for comedy and blended it with my passion for healthy eating, and I formed Party in My Plants, which is really a fun, light-hearted approach to healthy living. Every day for me is completely different. Sometimes I'll have coaching calls with clients. I record my podcast.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say. It's about the superfood.
I'll shoot cooking videos in my kitchen, put it in a pan, make a sauce, add some greens. Super easy. Regardless of what I'm doing, the focus is always on, have I helped people eat healthier today? Change is really scary. You're going into the unknown. A lot of times it can be very hard, but I think that with a healthy diet, you can only change for the best. I wanted to create a way to help other people become their truest, most confident selves, and I'm happy and thrilled every single day to be able to give others the chance to shine too. My name's Talia Pollock, and I run Party in My Plants.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. That gets harder and harder for me to remember as the hours creep on. That was Talia Pollock, and she is our guest chef tonight, and she is going to cook with me. I'm really excited, and join us all. Look at you guys are so on it. Did you see the Ram? Is anyone watching the Ramblers? Everyone is letting me know that I forgot to turn on the sound again. Thank you guys. I don't know how many of you all have been on board for our other meals so far, but all of them have been an adventure, for sure. And you think I should try and call her?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we're gonna try and call her. See what happens.
Sorry, you could have finished your sentence.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Sort of happening. It was happening. It's probably likely not happening at this point. All right.
Hang on. Let's just look at her username. Never calling.
It's sort of happening. It says Talia is unavailable.
Yeah, press the X. She's online. That's cool.
Maybe I didn't type in her.
Liapolillck.
That looks like her.
And she said hi back. So try calling again.
I'm gonna try calling again. Oh!
Hi! Sorry, I thought you
Hi.
were running 20 behind.
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear me?
I can, and I'm gonna add you to our feed so all our Ramblers can see you right now. How are you doing, Talia? Thanks for joining us.
So I'm ready.
You're ready?
I guess so.
So we need to now. I don't know if you and I haven't been. I get reports from Judy as she's been connecting with you over the weeks. But for you Ramblers out there, Talia has designed a in the spirit of Hippie Girl, a vegan burrito, except a vegan burrito bowl. Is that right?
That is correct, and I'm not fancy enough to roll a burrito, all right? We get messy, we're very organic in my kitchen, there's no perfection, so we're doing it in a bowl.
Okay, I like it. And Talia, you and I have a little bit of history. We have been friends for a number of years, actually through your folks who've been Get Folk hosts in the past, and we've hung out in Connecticut at a bunch of shows in the past, and it's so great to have you here supporting the Ramble and our community.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I mean, this is so cool. I've been to 7 of your shows. I think it's been like 7 summers, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I lose track. And I'm on hour 17 at this point, so I'm not
Oh
really
my
sure. I'm not really sure about much.
Many
But
summers, and it's all been a delight. And we play your music in our home year round, and it brings us back to the lawn at the Pratt's, and it's wonderful. We raise up our glasses.
absolutely. We've actually done, and the other word for the lawn at the Pratt's is an event that our community calls Ghost and Stock, through which not only have we raised thousands of dollars for the Ramble each year, but we've also raised money for an amazing local charity in Western Connecticut called Possum Queen. It raises money for microgrants supporting families in need in that area, and it's been that's an inspiring show for us every single year.
It's wonderful. It's so wonderful.
Okay, so this may be the first of a handful of awkward moments between you and I during our cooking of dinner, but I have to move from this camera to a camera in the kitchen, and I don't think we've done it smoothly yet, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to keep trying.
That's totally fine. I've got my dog here and my husband here, so awkward is the name of the game right now.
Okay, I'm going to see you in the kitchen in 2 seconds. Hold on a second. I have to change my camera. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Okay, I'll see you in the kitchen.
Okay. Thank you. I was gonna try to get a cider, but I couldn't take off the thing.
It's coming.
That was seamless.
Do you see me?
That I see you personally.
Woo! I see you.
That was seamless.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Amazing.
State of the art.
Hour 17 is the name of the game.
Yep, hour 17. I'm donning an apron, and I'm getting serious with you right now.
Branded aprons.
Branded aprons. That's what it's all about here at the Ramble.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Talia, tell me about how you came up with this plan for dinner.
Okay, well, your song features a vegan burrito.
Yeah.
And my world features lots of vegan food. So I figured we could collaborate culinarily on this recipe. And from my book that just came out called Party in Your Plants, which I think
Wait, is it Party in Your Plants or Party in My Plants?
So my business has been Party in My Plants, but my book, it's about your plants now.
Wow,
I'm
that is a bit confusing, Talia.
I'm empowering you.
Okay.
In yours, you know.
I got you.
Passing the plant power. So I have this recipe for like vegan nacho cheese that I put on nachos, and we are going to today put it on a burrito bowl.
Nice. I love it.
So it's gonna be great.
I'm ready. So I have a lot of ingredients on this counter, and what I found I think best practice is for you to just walk me through the process as slow and steady as possible. Are you going to be making this burrito bowl simultaneously?
Yes, I'm prepared. Do you have a blender?
Okay. I do have a blender.
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, so we'll start with the blender.
Okay.
You got the blender. And in the blender, you should have soaked a cup and a half of cashews.
Cup and a half of cashews that have been
drained?
soaked.
Yes, they're drained. Great. So soaking it helps them soften so that when you blend them, they're much creamier than if you had not soaked them.
Talia, if we have ramblers that are watching right now that forgot to soak their cashews, that bought...
No soak, no cry, all right? No worries. you can still definitely make the recipe.
Okay, great.
And next time you make it, soak it, but it's just, and also blend it longer and it'll still be super creamy.
Okay, but this is a cup and a half of soaked and drained cashews that we're starting with.
You're kind of coming in and out on
Oh
me
my
here,
gosh.
but we'll keep it going.
You're
fine. There's
okay.
also alarms going on. Okay, can you see me? You're freezing a little, but I'm just gonna keep talking.
I'm freezing? How about now?
Just a little, but I'll keep going.
Keep going. I see you great.
Cashews in the blender.
Is this the cup and a half? Okay.
Great. Awesome. Next, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, also in the blender. So I started juicing my lemon a little, but then I didn't want to leave you in the dust. Oh, you have lemon already juiced. Mr.
Cheating.
Fancy.
Hello.
All right. Well, I was doing it the old-fashioned way.
I like that. I'm sure that's better for you ramblers at home, but I don't have any lemons around, so I'm gonna use this. Did you say 3?
3 tablespoons. Yes. Hold on one moment. Okay. 1. So that should be, you didn't juice it, but that should be anywhere from 1 to 1.5 lemons usually, depending on the size of your lemons. That for me was actually only half a lemon, so these were extra juicy ones. Next up will be 3/4 of a cup of water.
Okay.
In the blender.
3/4 of a cup of water. Okay.
Great. A teaspoon of sea salt or pink salt, whatever nutritious salt you got on hand.
A teaspoon of sea salt.
Going on in.
This is gonna be complicated. I got one of these grinders, Talia.
All right, just grind for 15 grinds. I don't know.
15 grinds?
Maybe not 15. Let me try.
All right, this is not going well. Okay, here, I got you. That
No
was
stress.
a terrible
Chill.
plan.
And it's also to taste, so if you don't feel like you did enough, that sounds good. Stop there. And then if you need more later, you can add it.
Okay.
The next thing, and I hope you have this, is nutritional yeast, which is a very weird. Have you heard of it before this? Okay, great. It's weird, right? It's a very hippie girl ingredient.
It is a little fish foody, but also kind of delicious.
I love that. You're 100% right. I've never put the 2 and 2 together, but that is literally exactly. It literally looks like fish food.
And it smells and tastes a little like fish food, but also delicious.
That means
It's weird.
You tasted fish food.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
What was that? No.
Does that mean you've tasted fish food?
I have not, but it smells a little like fish food smells.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have childhood memories. They're weird. I'm
Not
not
to freak
sure.
everyone out, the thing about the nutritional yeast is it's a 1/4 cup, by the way. It's what makes it cheesy tasting. Nutritional yeast is this cool yeast stuff that is not bad for people with gluten allergies, that grows on molasses, that actually has protein and vitamin B12 and all this amazing stuff, and it gives your food a cheesy flavor. So it's weird, fishy food vibes, but great.
I like
Okay.
it. I like it, and I'm glad we're using it, Talia. Thank you.
Next will be a garlic clove. So I'm going to chop mine just slightly so it blends easier.
Wait, can I see you chopping?
Sorry, I ran off camera to chop.
Because for some of us, your garlic clove chopping styles may be educational.
Got it.
Although you're a little off camera down there. Ah, yes!
Okay. I just chopped it into quarters. Now, just roughly, because we're putting it in a high-speed blender.
Right. So we don't
You
really
know,
care.
So it doesn't have to be crazy.
Right.
Look, it's not a very fancy chopping thing.
Okay, I got you.
Very chill. Just a little chunk.
Okay.
Into the blender we go.
Okay.
Next up will be half a teaspoon of chili powder.
Yum.
That smells real good. In the blender. Okay, a pinch of turmeric, optional if you have it. I actually don't have it here. Do you have it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
There. So just a pinch. It's just to give it the extra cheesy color. You know, so it's like it looks more like the real deal. Also, turmeric's great for us. So
That term for a fellow like me is a little intimidating, Talia. I just want you to know that.
What, pinch?
Yeah. It can mean so many different things.
Yeah, that's true. You've got your pinch might be different than mine. So like a dainty pinch, you know, a little. Boop. Okay,
I'm post pinch already. It's too late.
Was yours dainty or?
It might not have been. I might have actually thought that my first pinch was too small, and then I gave it a second little pinch.
You know, then it's okay.
I was intimidated.
Oh,
Okay.
And then half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, which just gives it a really, really rich flavor.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna blend, so it's gonna get noisy. And if it gets stuck while you're blending, you know, pause it, scrape down the sides. We can't see your blender, so I didn't know if I personally can't see it.
Oh, I think maybe.
Maybe they can.
Well, I'm blending.
Yes, and they can. Okay, great, perfect.
It's happening.
And it's.
Yeah.
How's yours going?
Well, I'm not really sure. I know that there are different levels of blending that sometimes need to happen.
Blenders or like okay. You want to blend it till really creamy. That's the name of the game here. Like a nacho creamy. Also, you'll notice if you're using a high-speed blender, it gets a little warm if you keep blending. But like here, ready?
Yep. I'm feeling pretty good about this, Talia.
Yeah, creamy, right?
Creamy, I think.
And yours probably looks much more orange and yummy than mine because I don't have the turmeric.
Maybe.
Maybe. So great. So this is our sauce, and we will use it at the end, to drizzle to our liking as much as you desire, and we'll just build a bowl from here.
Talia, can you do me a favor? I have a strange question to ask because I've been on camera for 17 minutes. Will you tell our Ramblers something interesting about cooking while I pee and come back?
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay. Something interesting about cooking. There's a lot of interesting things about cooking. I will tell you that the way that I personally love to cook is as simply as humanly possible. I'm a culinary trained chef, and it always
surprises people that I don't love spending all my time in the kitchen. And as a person who's written a healthy cookbook and has coached people for years on how to eat healthier, I find that a huge barrier to entry is the intimidation of spending all your time in the kitchen. So the name of my game is spend as little time as you want and get in these quick, easy meals so you can get good stuff in your body. And so then you can go off into your life with as much energy as you possibly can have to just do all the things you love in your life. And that's my healthy living philosophy. I preach eating more plants than what I say is eating crap food. So the whole name of the game for me is with plant-based eating. That means eat more plants than you eat crap, which means chemical, refined, artificial, and processed food. And that's all that I think we ought to do. That was super fast.
Okay, I'm ready. I felt like that was good timing. I don't know what you were talking about.
Talking about a lot of little health tips there.
Okay.
Okay, so we got our nacho sauce, and now we're just gonna assemble the bowl.
Okay.
And this really, kind of DIY, do whatever you want, do it to your liking, your taste buds, whatever ingredients you have on hand. So I think I sent you guys a list of some fun things, but
Tali, you sent my team an exact list of ingredients that they followed to the T. So I am going to be watching you and trying to follow you.
I don't even know if I have the ingredients to a T because
that's all right.
Doing what we got. I'm also randomly in an Airbnb because my brother-in-law just had a baby.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations.
So thanks. I'm an auntie. So we're in Buffalo, in a really cool Airbnb, but I'm making this up. So we're gonna take rice.
Hold on a second. I had rice.
Okay.
We have some packets of rice that I need to heat up, I believe.
Okay.
Right.
I actually just heated mine up too.
Okay, and this is and apparently you just have to microwave this for 30 seconds. It's organic brown rice.
Yeah, easy peasy. Why not?
Okay.
Well, you could also, I said you can make this bowl with quinoa too if you wanted, if somebody had it. But I'm using rice as well. It's wonderful.
All right, I'm doing it. Hold on a second.
Okay. I feel like we need Hippie Girl playing, like, during the cooking portion.
All right.
Right. All right. So once that's done, we're just going to add that to a bowl. You can open your can of beans if you want while you're in motion here. I already opened mine. Oh, you are. So you nailed it. Where are my beans? Okay. So we got our beans open, so we'll add those on top of the rice when we put that in the bowl. If you want, we can saute some kale. We can saute some onions or peppers if you have. I don't think I put them on the list, so no worries. If you didn't, that's my B. But any vegetables that anyone has at home, if you're watching, the plantier, the merrier.
Okay. No lose. Really, the key you're saying to this bowl is this sauce that we made with our blender.
Exactly, yes. I mean, otherwise, a burrito's a burrito. A burrito bowl is a burrito bowl. You know,
Right.
There's not much magic to them. The magic is this really nutritious sauce that really completes the dish. But everything else, it's meant to just be a casual, family-friendly, picky eater, friendly meal.
I got you. So now,
you can put that on it, whatever you want.
So I know that the ingredients that I have on this counter are the ingredients that a lot of our Ramblers have because they were instructed to buy the same ingredients that we were. I have some kale over here.
Perfect.
I do not
so
have.
Let's take that up.
Right. So I'm kind of interested what you mean by sauteed a kale.
Okay. So you're gonna de-stem it.
De-stem
which
it.
means pull the kale leaves off the stem.
I'm there with you.
You bought curly kale there. There's a few other types of kale. There's a kale called dino kale, And that, it's a little different. It's not as curly, so you're not going to pull it off. You would cut the kale leaves around the stem,
Right.
kind of like in a V shape around it. But whatever kale you got, you want to remove the stems.
Okay.
Unless you want it to suck, which you don't. And if you're not cooking at home with us right now and you want to just make this in the future, you could also already, you could buy already cut and destemmed kale. If, like I was saying before, you also don't love spending your whole life in the kitchen, that's a great option as well. Some people find cooking meditative, some people don't.
Was that sauteed kale that you put in there or raw kale?
That's getting ready to be sauteed with, so whenever you're ready to do that, you're just destemming it and cutting it. And we'll just saute that with a little olive oil, some chili powder, and some salt would be lovely.
Okay.
And if you have garlic powder, which I think you should.
I do.
You can throw some sprinkles of that in the mix as well.
Okay.
And you've got some tomatoes and avocado, which we'll hit up in a second. But
garlic powder, olive oil,
first, you want to
salt.
saute the kale.
Okay. I got a pan.
Okay, you got a pan, great. I'll move this over to the stove. All right, so we're gonna just do a little doop of oil in there. Coconut oil or olive oil would be great.
Okay. This one. That? That is. All right.
Great. All right, so there's some olive oil in the pan. We're gonna turn it on. Let me see if I can figure out how to use this stove. Okay. And then once the oil gets warm, we'll just throw in the kale. And then to help the kale wilt and bring out the flavors, we'll throw in a few pinches. Adam, can you handle some pinches? Or some turns, some churns?
I want to watch your pinch when you pinch your garlic salt.
Okay. Well, I'm just doing salt.
Okay,
But
salt.
Let me just I'll put my kale in. Here we go, kale's going in. Bunch of kale going on in. Okay, here we go, guys. Salt, pinch. I just sprinkled it on my computer. That's my pinch.
I can do that.
That's one pinch. Now, I have salt in the computer. If anyone at home is a tech that knows how to get salt out of your computer. So I'm going to do a few pinches. I feel like one was fine. I think 2 regular pinches and 1 medium pinch or small pinch is my thing here. That's personal preference.
Gotcha.
I'm doing about a 1/4 teaspoon. I'll actually grab the measurement here if that's handy for people of chili powder. Actually, you could do a 1/2 teaspoon total. YOLO, right?
Yes. How much garlic powder?
Garlic, is it garlic? Yeah, garlic powder as well. Like a 1/4 teaspoon. That would be great. Where's mine? That smells really good. I love garlic powder. If you're an extra garlic fan, go for, 1/2 teaspoon. I'm gonna do that. I'm just feeling really spicy right now. So I'm doing 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm just sauteing that up. And you're gonna just keep it moving on the stove until it wilts, until it gets kind of a brighter green and softer. You'll tell all the leaves they'll really pop with color. It'll shrink down a lot. It'll look appetizing AF.
A wooden spoon somewhere. It's okay. Talia, will you tell me how you started to get excited about cooking?
Yeah, so I had digestive struggles for most of my life, and I felt like crap. And after going to, doctor after doctor, after chiropractor, after nutritionist, after everyone, the most anyone could tell me after many, many years is I have IBS. And kind of like Godspeed, like you have IBS, we don't know how to help you. And I didn't want to take no, for an answer, no help. And one day I walked into a vegan cafe. I drank a smoothie made from all plants. And it was the first time in 8 years I consumed something that made me feel good, that gave me energy, that made me feel alive. And from there I said, what the heck is this plant thing? And jumped all in, and I had to learn how to make food that tasted good so I would actually eat it.
How old were you? How old were you when you started doing that?
It was I was in college, and that was why it was so tricky also because, so I was probably 19, and I had to go back to college and finish my college with this new healthy diet. And it was not cool at the time. It was not mainstream. It was not trendy to, juice kale and blend smoothies and dehydrate granola. And so I had to choose, it felt like, whether I had a social life or a healthy life. And I chose health. But then my social life dissipated, and that sucked. And so that's why I started my business, Party in My Plants. I wrote my book, Party in Your Plants, to help people not have to choose the way I did between their social life and their healthy life.
When did you start that? When did you make, was there a moment? And my last friend that I was hanging with, we were talking about songs that were moments that changed our lives. Was there a moment when you went from trying to figure out how to cook healthy to survive to like, oh, no, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, what happened was I was a comedian, and I would go on stage and I would tell jokes about nutritional yeast and kale and being the weirdo eating plants. And one day I did my set and I got off the stage and I realized that everyone in the audience was not going to change their diet. They were not going to stop, dunking chicken wings in white sauce that made them not feel their best. And I realized, wait, I want to use my passion for comedy and connectivity to actually inspire people to change. And it was a show at Broadway Comedy Club in New York City in July of, I think, 2013 or 2012, when I was just like, I want to do this thing. And it was a full body visceral experience where I was like, this is what I want to do.
It's pretty cool, Talia. Pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
How long ago was that?
That was 8 years ago.
Okay. All right. Hey, Talia, when do I know this? When do I know if this kale's finished?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it dark and soft, and did it shrink down like at least half?
It hasn't gotten dark and shrunk down enough that I feel like.
That looks pretty good. This is what mine looks like. It should be really dark, but like.
Okay, mine hasn't quite gotten there. I was.
You're not there?
I was thinking maybe al dente is what you were going for. I'm gonna keep it on.
All right, mine's done, but you started a little after. Mine shrunk down probably to a third of what it was, maybe even a quarter.
Okay. And then on top of this rice, my rice is done right now.
Great. So we can add the beans if you want, or some people, if they prefer, I don't know how much time we have, but we can heat up the beans if we want to do that. We don't have to.
I think I'm into the cold beans.
Okay. The room temp beans. Okay. So we'll just add the rice in the bowl, add some beans on top of it to your desired quantity. I don't know if you're making this for, 2 people, 1 person, whatever everyone's doing, add beans to your liking. And then we'll soon get out that avocado.
Yeah.
Finish that up if you want, or cut it up. Again, this is all about what we want. You can dice it and add it on. You can smush it as guac. I have guac, again, because I'm in an Airbnb. So I added my rice to my bowl. Now I'm adding beans.
I'm starting to feel pretty good about this kale.
Okay, great. So add that on top. I'm making a personal portion.
Okay. I think I am making a bigger than personal portion.
Okay, great. The recipe's really, 2 cans of beans would be great for 4 people. So that's some reference here about 4 people. So my bowl right now, oh my gosh, this honestly looks so good, at least to me. It's just rice, beans, and freaking awesome kale.
Yep.
And now you have some tomatoes sitting around, some avocado, right? You have some lime juice. We have the sauce, and so
I got some limes. We have the sauce. I have some cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, perfect. So you can do that now if you want. Cut that up to your desired size. Cherry tomatoes the sizes are all very variable, but
yeah.
I cut mine in half.
I like it.
All right, I'm moving that off the stove. Gonna just wipe off my keyboard from the salt extravaganza. Okay.
Tali, do you have anything? Now, did you say your book, Party in Your Plants, is about to come out or just came out?
Oh no, it came out in April.
Oh, in April, a little ways ago. What do you have on the horizon right now?
What do I have on the horizon? It's hard to know what's on the horizon because we don't know what the world's horizon is like. My whole book tour was canceled because of COVID. All these speaking gigs and book launch parties, and I had to do all my TV segments virtually. So my horizon is just figuring out, what's on the horizon.
I get it. Yeah. That's hard. We've had musicians come in to hang with us all day, and the recurring theme is how are we innovating our lives to cope with what's happening all around us. And I'm sure you're faced with a very similar situation than us musicians are.
Totally. I mean, the good news is that people need music and people need food. So that's great. And these are things that actually can help people a lot right now. Your nightly music has been, you don't need me to tell you, phenomenal. It's such an uplifting, I think it's some sort of ritual that people, can count on, which is great to know when a day ends and begins because, I don't know. So that's wonderful. And food, again, that's why I really love easy planty cooking. And what you'll see with this sauce is it makes a lot. And I'm so in the land of leftovers. I say in my book, leftovers are the best overs, because I'm just, life is so stressful all the time, especially now. So just having some stuff in your fridge that you can rely on that's there for you can be really, really, really helpful. So
Talia, I want to, for those of our ramblers that are just joining us, I want to just recap, because to me it feels like we've got some rice in my bowl. At least we have rice and black beans and sautéed kale and tomatoes. I just cut up some avocados that
Great, yeah. So either what I love to do is smush those up with a fork in on a bowl or something, and then I call it guac-ish because it's not like a fancy, full-fledged guac, but then you can squeeze some lime juice on it.
Ooh.
And some salt, and if you want, you could do some more chili powder. I don't think we need it necessarily because the sauce we have is pretty rich. So in general, though, for guac-ish, I usually add some seasoning, some cumin, whatever. But today we don't need to. So I just smushed it up because then it's just like a fun texture. You could also keep it in chunks if people want, but the lime is really nice.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Okay, squeezing some lime into a bowl with my avocado.
Avo, and then a pinch or a few pinches or twists of salt.
Okay, I got you on that now.
You know me on the pinches.
I got you now.
Okay, so I'm gonna add mine. Yum.
So I'm kind of smushing this up in a bowl.
Perfect. With a fork. This is gonna be good. Are you even hungry? Do you even know, like, does your body even know?
My body has no idea what planet I'm on right now. This is, but one of the reasons that I thought it would be great for you to be at this hour is because now is a really good time, right, to be putting some healthy sustenance and energy into my body. And so, so one of the
honored.
Another reason I'm grateful for you cooking with us tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, now's the time. This will give you energy. That's the name of the game. That's why I love my plants. It's all about the way they make us feel. And I think that when people start to put that together, it's a real turning point for them in wanting to eat healthier. When you focus on how the food makes you feel.
It's a hard thing. Usually when I am at my most tired and my most drained, that's when I crave the least healthy food. It's such a weird thing. And I know I'm not the only person that
You're
does
not
that.
the only person.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you gotta have just healthier alternatives to turn to in those moments. Like banana ice cream is wonderful. You just take frozen bananas, throw it in a blender or food processor, and it makes like a soft serve ice cream.
Right.
You know, things like that are my personal mechanisms. Okay, so you have the avo in the bowl, the tomatoes, the kale, the beans, the rice.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything we're forgetting.
And I feel like your cheese substitute sauce is kind of that too, right? Something that feels and acts like a cheese that I crave when I'm exhausted.
Totally. I mean, that's why I use this in nachos. I mean, you could just dip chips in it. You could make, sweet potato nachos. That's what's in my book. I have nachos where like you kind of lay it out on a sheet pan and you add baked sweet potato and kale and then drizzle the sauce. And it's wonderful. This is a great way to do it. There's a lot of like sauce. I just think, and again, that can live in your fridge because we're not going to use nearly all this today.
Really?
So,
because I was just gonna pour the whole thing right into the slop and stir it.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in now and just drizzle some sauce on it.
Okay.
Here we go. This is the glamour
You're
shot.
just drizzling.
I'm using a spoon and I'm gonna drizzle it on. Or you can just use the blender, but I like the spoon method.
Spoon method.
Here, maybe I'll tilt my screen.
Drizzling.
Screen down, drizzling. Now I also have some hot sauce standing by in case,
Yes.
extra spicy.
Yes.
So this is
so you're keeping it on, you're not mixing it in.
Well, when you eat it, you'll mix it in. But I like, you can mix it if you want, but I would, for now, I mean, we're putting it on top. But then, I just dipped my hair in it. That's okay. But when you eat it, you'll mix it in, or you can mix it now, whenever you want to mix it.
But for the presentation, it's kind of nice to have a nice drizzled.
If you like to mix it in.
Well, I unfortunately already mixed it in. Sorry. I got really excited about schmutzing it all together.
That's great.
But I'm sure. Oh, you're mixing it in now too.
Instagram, I would probably mix it in.
Okay.
And now that to me looks amazing. And if you want to top it off with some hot sauce as you're doing, perfect.
I got you.
And like I said, if anyone else at home had other veggies or wants to make it next time with more veggies, I mean, this is pretty planty as we are here. But if you ever want to add onion, pepper, mushrooms would be really great in this. Tofu. And again, if you don't eat, meat, you can eat it like this. But if your significant other eats meat, they can put chicken on top or beef or ground turkey. And everyone can be happy and in harmony. And you don't have to make 14 dinners for every member of your family.
Yeah. I'm ready to have my first bite. Are you ready to have your first bite?
Please. Yeah.
All right. I'm really excited about this, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's awesome.
I'm glad.
It really tastes good. It
I'm
really
glad.
tastes good. This, I would say, doesn't feel like a cheese to me, but it is flavorful and awesome. It hits my mouth in a nice
That's
way.
the point. It's not, yeah. It's supposed to give you that kind of umami-esque flavor. Cheesy, comforty sensation.
I love
and
it.
of course, I'm so glad, adjust to your liking, the quantity.
Talia, thank you so much.
Oh
This
my
is
gosh,
awesome.
thank you so much.
This is going to get me through the next 5 hours and 15 minutes. That's how much longer we have with our ramble tonight.
You got that. This will
All
help
right.
you for sure. Yeah.
I got that now. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us and
Thank
supporting
you.
us.
Aw.
Talia Pollock, and her business is called Party in My Plants. Her new book, released in April, Party in Your Plants.
Your plants.
Yep. I got that right?
You did, and it's for your auction books, I think. I think it's part of your auction.
Well, we know that you have very generously donated some of your books to our auction that people are bidding in. And Talia, you'll be proud to know that our silent auction is now over and raised over $9,000 for our veteran heroes today. So,
That's amazing. Wow.
yeah,
That's
pretty
awesome.
pretty amazing. And for you ramblers that want to know more about Talia and her cooking styles, visit getrambled.com, where we will not only have all of Talia's information posted there, but the other artists that you have been listening to throughout the day. Jen, our yoga instructor that came in this morning, on all of the nonprofits that we've been featuring today. And Talia, thank you so much for hanging with me.
Oh,
You're a very patient teacher.
Oh, thank you. This was so fun.
Right on. Well, I hope I get to see you again very soon out on the road, okay? And until then, please be safe.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for what you do.
Hi. That's fun. How many of you cooked with us? It was really good. I mean, it was really good. Mm-hmm. Want to try?
Yes.
All right. Karina's trying right now.
Oh my god.
You will probably hear
Some sounds.
sounds, depending on how it goes down.
Oh. That is really good.
Riley, give it a try. What is wrong with that? What could be wrong with that dish?
Beans.
Oh, beans.
Talia, that was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Talia.
I'm working on trying it.
She's picking out all the beans.
You're picking out all of the beans. Do we have our moderator in the other room? Have people been cooking along with us?
Yes, several people.
Come on, really?
Yep.
I love it. Oh, Robin, try it. Yeah.
I brought my own spoon.
Good?
It's delicious.
It's delicious. That's really cool. Yeah. So I want to share with you all, before we move forward, and we played this early on in the Ramble, but this is a video put together by Bob, who has yet to take a break, believe it or But he came down to the Ramble last year, and he created this very cool video that I feel like it's a really good time to just watch and check out. Here it is.
I know when it's raining, just like I know when
My dad fought in World War II, and although he wasn't a homeless veteran, I believe that our people who serve in our military do not deserve to live on the street, and that we should be taking care of them, and that's why I volunteer.
told her to take it and go, and I hope where she's headed, it's mercy she knows. This emptiness inside us could easily divide us, but if we hold it together.
I love the way that we raise money through the Ramble. It's a free festival, and during our set tonight, we pass around buckets, and people reach into their pockets and they give what they can, which is amazing. It always inspires me to learn how much we raise right from those buckets. The secret to the Ramble is the real fundraising happens throughout the year. It comes from our sponsors and our supporters throughout New England that want to make a difference with our veterans. So please, please, if you're out there listening, come be a part of what we're doing. We'd love to have you be a part of our community.
Me as the police chief, the police department, and the town of Salisbury is committed to helping homeless vets and any veteran. So that's why it's important to me personally, as well as the town. And this is a great way to get that word out, raise some funds, and help a good cause.
Sometimes they can be cold.
Will be donated to the New England Center and Home for Veterans. For every $1,000 we raise, we will help one veteran get the services they need to move into a safe and dignified living situation. So, absolutely.
Every year this event just grows and grows and gets bigger and better every year. And we work in conjunction with Adam and his group to help them put this together. It's their event, but nonetheless we're here to support them in any way we can.
Chasing a dream and a ghost. What a memory could fail to see is what hurt someone.
My name is John Halloran. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I'm down here supporting other veterans.
My favorite part about having my business is that I get to make people happy. And I get to do it for a good cause. We raised about $570. All of the money is going to go to homeless veterans.
and gentlemen.
Put your hands together. Adam Ezra Crew.
From the peaks down to the cold. We'll stick together. Take my hand. Take my hand, take my hand. I hold on to you, my friend. I hold on to you, my friend. Yes, well, we'll break the best laid plan. We'll stick together. And we'll be dancing till we surrender. We'll fall down when we're done. They know they can find us out here on the run.
This is the coolest thing about the Ramble, in my opinion. This is the experiment that nobody thought would work. Okay? This is the part that matters. We have a bucket here. We have one there. We have volunteers around that have buckets of their own. Okay? We as Ramblers, we reach into our pockets, we find whatever green we have, and we put it in there to support our heroes, okay? Pass it around. For those of you who do not have cash on you, I have an exciting development. We now take credit cards at the Ramble. And it is up to us to look after one another. Come on, up. Again, come on. Thank you. Come on. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. Wake up to the sound of music, oh, very time to me. It's a nice video, right? Okay, so it is 6:58, and I have kind of a cool announcement to share with you. We have a private donor that says that they will match up to $5,000 in donations between now and 8 p.m. tonight. I am going to say that again because that has never happened at the Ramble before. We have a private donor that says that they will match up to $5,000 between now and 8 p.m. for all the donations that come in online during the Ramble. Boom. we got a cool opportunity now over the next 60 minutes. So I am putting that out there. Our moderators know, so they will keep reminding you all. And that's pretty exciting. Woo! Pretty good day. And I got a belly full of vegan burrito bowl. So I'm a happy camper right now too. I think it's time for our next musical guest, is what I think. Some of you all will recognize these guys because, as is not a surprise at this point, they are past Ramble artists. Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, a great band, great fellas, and friends. I am going to give David a call from Whiskey Treaty if I can get his little thing up. You would think, wouldn't you, that I'd be better at this point in the evening? Well, we'll work on that after. Oh, I got him. Woo! Up, and there I am. Let's do that and that. 18 hours in. Is it 18 hours? No, it's 19 hours. We're at 19 hours. 19 hours in. 5 to go. We got this. All right. Heading over to Skype. Aww. I'm going to try him one more time and see if this works. Woo! A lot of suspense happening right now. A lot of suspense. We're waiting on David from Whiskey Treaty Roadshow. Okay. Well, our team is going to reach out, I guess. David is unavailable right now.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm going to do instead? Let's play the video that they submitted for their set. It's awesome, and we could use some good music right now. All right. Here we go.
One, two. All my life I had questions. Now I found the answers you. And I don't care how many midnights fly by, as long as you're here with me too. Turn the quest into a journey, and I continue trucking through every dream that stumbled clumsily, just at another point of view. And I bet the world I love you, times the ocean and the moon, and the sun and all the stars that shine from July to June. And I bet the empty car shows will be running out of cars when they all return to dust and we're living up on Mars. Though the truth is ever changing, there's still one truth that remains. Oh, I will share my love eternally, as long as you're not playing games. some peace upon an open field. When the organism's buzzing by, I wondered if they'd take it in every fleeting winged cloud. And I bet you're out there late at night, howling in the square. I bet you're chasing after that one with yellow hair. I bet you're out there singing all those songs you like to sing, with the flowering of the trees by the coming of the spring. When the records cease to play, and the bands keep finding drummers, keeping time in every way. And I promise if I ever fail, I'll try and try again, until there's no such thing as failing, only life and only sin. And I bet you're thinking, how the hell am I supposed to be the one you whisper to at night when your mind won't seem to sleep? And I bet you cannot wait until the end of this damn song, so you can sing it to your friends and make them all sing along. And I bet the world I love you turns the ocean and the moon, and the sun and all the stars that shine from July into June. And I bet the empty couch shows that they're running out of cars, when they all until the dust and really end up on us. And I bet you're out there late at night, howling in the square. I bet you're chasing after that one with yellow hair. And I bet you're out there singing all those songs you like to sing, with the flowering of the trees by the coming of the spring. Radiate my love as I walk this path of mine. Laugh at all the miles that I walk down to find true love, and it's all around. Anytime I hang my head and cry, let my road unwind like it rolls on the vine. When I get tired, I put my faith in mine, let my road unwind like it rolls on the vine. You don't have to live in fear until you die today. You change the way you look at things, things you look at change. Don't you worry about what tomorrow brings. Sometimes where you think you end is right where you begin. Anytime I hang my head and cry, let my road unwind like it rolls on the vine. When I get tired, I put my faith in mine, let my road unwind like it rolls on the vine. Anytime I wanna hang my head and cry, let my road unwind like it rolls on the vine. let my road on wine like a rose on the vine. When I get tired, I put my faith in mine. Let my road on wine like a rose on the vine. Yeah. Anytime I hang my head and cry, let my road on wine like a rose on the vine. When I get tired, I put my faith in mine. Let my road on wine like it goes on the vine. Yeah. Anytime, anytime at all.
Waking up in the morning, it's getting harder every day. I've been forgetting the reason, I've been forgetting the way. Reasons and everything, sometimes are nothing at all. Don't need a reason for going tired, yeah, don't need a reason to fall. When the heavens went down upon me, oh, gotta raise my arms and sing hallelujah. It don't matter who you are, what you believe, oh, gotta raise your arms and sing hallelujah. Hung around with the sinners, hung around with the saints. Each one will tell you a story, to tell you who you are and to tell you who you ain't. Living ain't easy, no matter which side you're on, no matter where you come from, baby, no matter where you think you're going. They're alright. When the heavens went down upon me, gotta raise my arms and sing hallelujah. No matter who you are, what you believe, oh, gotta raise your arms and sing hallelujah. All right, hung around with the sinners, hung around with the saints. Just wanna tell you a story, tell you who you are, and tell you who you ain't. Oh, yeah, it ain't easy, no matter which side you're on, no matter where you come from, no matter where you think you're going. Oh, right now, when the heavy's weighing down upon me, oh, I gotta raise my arms and sing hallelujah. Don't matter who you are, what you believe, oh, gotta raise your arms and sing hallelujah. Well, when the heavens rain down upon me, oh, gotta raise my arms and sing hallelujah. It don't matter who you are, what you believe, oh, gotta raise your arms and sing hallelujah. Hey, hey.
right. Cool.
Thanks. Whiskey Treaty Roadshow. Good guys, great band, great songwriters, and kind of a really unique setup for bands too. A handful of different songwriters that come together to kind of form this kind of super group. But we're going to find out a little bit more because I am going to try for attempt number 2 to reach out and get David. Oops, I keep doing that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Nope. Better. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we are.
Oh, can you see me?
I can't see you yet, but I can hear you.
All right, oh, there we go.
Yes!
Hey.
I feel so excited when this actually works each time.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, this is forcing us all to become a lot better with technology.
Just better.
Yeah.
Just better. That was a great set, man. You guys sounded great. And where were you set up there? That was really pretty.
Isn't that cool? That's Greg Smith's house out in the Berkshires in Conway, Mass. So he's got a great little patio out there. That was actually our first time all getting together in about 5 months.
Oh, I love that. And I was telling the Ramblers a little bit about this before your set, but not after. Whiskey Treaty Roadshow is a band that we have been crossing paths with for a handful of years now. We love their music, but we also, as will not surprise you, on hour 19 of the Ramble, another group of friends, people that we really respect, and we are honored to have as a part of our Ramble tonight. So, David, thank you, and thank you for chatting with me a little bit.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah, thank you, and we're honored as well. And it's funny the way we've connected, because I feel like in my other job as a journalist, this is like about as far as I go with being biased. I'm a biased fan of the Ramble, and I've done a little bit of work with you for Channel 7, and it's a great call. And it's cool that you're going to be talking to Andy next, who's CEO of the New England Center and Home for Veterans, and it's just awesome. We really feel honored to be part of it, and we do a bunch of stuff for different causes, but your commitment to this cause is really, it's powerful, man, and your fans and the volunteers and everyone that makes it happen. There was a woman on the video who talked about just dignity, living with dignity, and that everyone deserves that, but especially veterans. So great work, and thank you you've been a great guide to us over the recent years. So we appreciate it.
So nice of you to say. And I wanna talk a little bit more about your music for a second, if you don't mind. But before I do, for you Ramblers that just came on, we're talking to David from Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, and I also want to re-announce, if you haven't heard this yet, that we have an anonymous donor who says that they are going to match all of our donations up to 8 o'clock, up to $5,000. So that has never happened to us here at the Ramble before, and we want to take as much advantage of that as we can. So thanks, David. Thank you for sitting through my business announcement here.
No, of course.
Yeah,
that's all.
It's pretty awesome. And it has been a day filled with really good people and special performances, good conversations, and some unexpected surprises like that.
Awesome. How are you feeling about it?
What was that?
How are you feeling?
Well, are you asking how are you feeling? Have you recovered from COVID? Or are you asking how are you feeling because you haven't slept in a couple of days?
That's what I'm asking. The second one.
I am doing okay right now. I am doing okay.
Awake to me.
We just had an awesome chef come onto the Ramble, and I cooked a healthy dinner with her, and I feel a little bit energized for that. I think it's enough to get me through, man. We're
nice,
close.
Good. Yeah, we're pulling for you.
Thank you, man. Now, David, will you talk to me a little bit? Like, one thing that I really love about your band is that you are really like a consortium of songwriters, right? All unique individuals and personalities, and very unique stylistically. And what made you decide to come together, form the group, and what is the special sauce that makes you all get along and create such good music together?
Oh, thanks. Wow, that's a great question. Well, I mean, I think what brought us together initially was 6 summers ago now. We all knew each other from different projects and kind of just had this idea of we're all songwriters, we're all from Massachusetts, let's just book some shows and sort of barnstorm across the state and learn each other's music, and it'll just be a fun thing to do for a long weekend. And from that, I think there was there's some magic in the sauce of it. We all got along really well, and I think we all appreciated that we were, like you said, different songwriters stylistically, but there was something that was working when we get together. And what was cool, especially at the beginning, was it was such an open forum to just, bring songs that were out of left field or songs that you're like, I don't know if this would necessarily work with this instrumentation or this arrangement, and just feel free to try it. And I always say to the guys, I'm like, because it is a real democracy. I mean, it's 5 of us, and we've been able to make it work through communication and through a lot of respect for each other. But also, I think by not treading too heavily on it, like there's times where I just say to the group, like, for whatever reason, what we're doing it's working in its own way. It's just it's working in its own way, and we're doing something that is touching people, an audience of people. So let's worry about the musical part of it a lot, but let's not worry too much about what that secret ingredient is, because if we try to put our finger on it, we might lose.
Yeah, well, there's a really fine line that you all walk, right? When you perform together, you all have your uniqueness, your individualism, and you support one another very, very well, but without giving that up, right? And that's actually kind of one of the things that makes it really fun to watch a show, because each song will kind of feature something totally different, right?
Yeah. No, that's good feedback. Thanks, man. I mean, that's definitely, I think, part of what makes it interesting for an audience. And then what's been cool the longer it's gone on, just sharing music, is certainly not limiting ourselves stylistically, but kind of understanding what it is about the 5 voices singing together that really makes the band sing. And so trying to write sometimes with the band in mind, which when we started, it was just, I've got 5 songs, you got 5 songs, we've got enough for a set.
Yeah.
So to kind of write to your strengths, play to your strengths a little bit has been cool. And then to do the opposite, to be like, I wrote this sort of like hip hop beat, let's see if that works,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's fun to have that outlet.
And now you've had some kind of exciting things happening in recent history. Can you just tell our Ramblers, I know you're a humble guy, but can you just brag a little bit on some of the stuff that you guys got going?
Oh, sure. Yeah. We had an awesome start to the year. We released our record in January, and then we played the Rock Boat, which is a music festival on a boat. It reminded me, I think we were talking once about, it reminds me a little of what you guys do with the Ramble and Rally Sound, because it's just a community of people on that boat from all over the place who just love music. There's a real purity to their love of music and learning about new musicians. So us, along with a number of other bands, we're a big hit on the boat, which was awesome. And it goes down to the Gulf of Mexico, beautiful weather for a couple weeks, and this was end of January. So the cruise was coming to an end, and got to spend a lot of time with musicians that we really looked up to for a long time. and people are coming up to you like it's the last day of camp. Come play Austin, Texas. We live in DC. Come play in DC. And you know, as a musician, you're so psyched to just spread your music to new places. So we're like, we'll try. And then, you know, we're on a cruise ship in January, so obviously we were lucky in that regard that, you know, we had no clue what was coming. So we had a lot of cool opportunities, you know, last year, the beginning of this year, and then, like you know, just as well as us, you know, it just came to a crashing halt. But what's been cool is to spend some time, you know, trying to get the album out in different ways. Doing some really small concerts, I've just been doing a ton of guitar playing, just sort of reconnecting with the instrument and trying to play for like an hour a day. And hopefully, what's been cool is everyone's attitude has kind of been, you know, when we get back out there, when it's safe to do it, we're going to have a lot of like new songs and new tools at our disposal. So it stinks for sure, but, you know, it kind of pales in comparison to what the world is going through. So we've all kind of kept that.
You're alive, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's a kind of amazing, right? When that we're living in a time right now where you could be pretty destitute, but you're alive, and that's actually really significantly saying something right now.
Totally, absolutely. And you know, I was thinking about that when I was watching some of your videos earlier today, like. And the cause that you're raising this money for, it's like, it is just such a strange time, and it's such a, in some ways, divisive time, but there's also just people who need support, you know, and that's what you're doing. Regardless of anything else that kind of divides us, this is a way to bring people together, and that's kind of what you've done for a long time, and it's more important now than ever, so it's awesome that you're keeping the Ramble alive at 24 hours, no less.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's been a fun journey so far. And man, just make sure to thank the boys from me and for the rest of our Ramble team and all of our Ramblers out there. We really enjoyed your music, and we're honored to have you a part of this day.
Well, thank you so much, and we're honored too, and big thanks to all of your volunteers and your great band, and we look forward to doing it in person whenever we can.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait.
All right, man. Good to see you,
David.
Later.
Oh. I want to say that after every interview. Good people. That was Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, and I think that I know that their information is going to be posted on getrambled.com for you to follow up with those guys. They are a Ramble band, and that means that they believe in community, and they will be around, and they would love to hear from you, and they would love to be followed by you if you liked what you were listening to. All right, now I think I have to double check, but I think that right now we are going to maybe have a chat with a fella named Andrew from New England Center and Home for Vets. We have been trying to set up the Skype call for quite some time, and we're going to see if this actually works. And I, to make it easier, I think I'm going to try to set this up ahead of time to minimize confusion. Here we go. I think, and I may need some help from one of our team, Bob, if you can bring maybe Robin over here. Oh, there you go. Am I right here?
What are you talking about?
That's all right. I'm going to call Andrew right now and see if he answers. Hey!
Yeah.
I can see you.
I can see you.
All right, man. You sound a little bit loud, and I'm going to just turn you down a tiny bit. But how you doing, man? I'm so glad that you could join us. I know it was challenging to figure this call out for a little bit.
It went really well. I'm honored to be here, and we're so grateful for what you've done and what you continue to do for us.
Okay. We've been playing your video that you made for us a handful of times, and people have been reacting every time we do. And actually, we're in an exciting moment right now. We are 30 minutes into an hour during which we have a private donor who said that they would match all donations up to 8 p.m. up to $5,000. And so,
Wow.
And we're watching our Ramblers right now totally rally on a chat forum that accompanies this live stream. It is a really strange way for us to be hosting our annual festival, but also pretty exciting and fulfilling too.
Well, we're really grateful for everything you've done, and we're also really impressed by your innovation, your persistence, your perseverance, not only personally, with this COVID challenge, but also to be able to put something like this together, bring people together to enjoy this wonderful music and support veterans at the center. So thank you very much.
Thank you, man. And you know what? I did an interview with Mike Madura, who is one of your caseworkers, and we were talking just kind of about some of the challenges that he faces, but also the very holistic and, in my opinion, inspiring approach to supporting our heroes. Not just focusing on housing, but there are so many elements, right? Medical and job training and counseling and follow up, right? And sometimes that can be that can mean everything. And it's one of the reasons why we're so inspired by your organization.
Well, I feel certainly privileged myself to be part of it. I've been at the center now for a little over 9 years, and every day I am inspired, two different ways. Inspired, first of all, by the veterans and their perseverance and their the challenges that they face, and they keep coming back to overcome those. But also the staff, and Michael, certainly exemplifies that. Committed professionals, some veterans, some not, but who commit their lives every single day to ensuring that people who have served this country, can find the independent living and restore some of the dignity that they may have found has slipped away from them in some of the times of challenge. So really, the last 6 months, through this COVID-19 public health emergency has really brought out, I think, the best in people. It has been a challenge. We've been incredibly lucky, but we've been working very hard to protect the health and well-being of the veterans, and we've been successful to this point. But I'll tell you what, it really has brought out the best in people.
Yeah, it is. It's really funny that to hear you talk, because I've been having conversations with musicians all day, right, as part of the Ramble Festival. Right. And in the midst of the darkest chapter we've ever experienced in our lives, at least for most of the musicians I've talked to, they keep coming back to that same point that it is also a chapter that has forced us to find the best in each other, and it has brought out the best in each other. Andrew, I'm really curious, because I know that y'all at the center were operating pretty much at capacity before the pandemic hit. Tell me how things have changed. There must be, right, an influx of need this year.
Well, that's a great question. Yeah, and that's great. We've been at or above capacity, for the year before. And so, if we can rewind back to late February of 2020, we were full. We had to, meter the number of folks coming in. We were at capacity, and as COVID-19 as a threat sort of surface, we really did understand that the veterans that we serve, many of them aging and with significant medical complexities really represent really the center of a susceptible population to this terrible illness. And one of the things we were concerned about is the center is a congregate living facility. So in our building, we at that particular time had about 280 veterans living together, cheek by jowl, and many of them. Some had their, obviously the apartment folks living in their own apartments, 100 of those, but the 180 folks or so who were living in a transitional
shelter,
homes. So one of the things we had to do was actually disperse people. And a lot of our partners stepped forward, but we moved folks to local hotels. We had to identify people who had, particularly medically vulnerable conditions, and we dispersed them. The good news is we've been continuing to house people, so getting people into permanent housing, and we have seen our transitional population, go down by about 50 or 60 people, which is positive. So now our census, instead of being at capacity of about 180 to 185, we're now down about 120. And that has started to climb back up because there is a need. But I will tell you, it's climbing slowly for a couple of reasons. Like every other organization, we have to follow all the quarantine and public health. So when people come in, we have to make sure whether they are a visitor, whether a service provider, or they're a veteran coming to seek services, we have to make sure that they're not they're an inadvertent disease vector and bringing that the infection into the building. So we have to do the testing. And a lot of folks they don't just come from Massachusetts or New England, they come from all over the country. And right now, interstate travel, as you know, is significantly curtailed. So we're not getting the same, the same folks coming in as quickly, and we're continuing to house people. And when we can, we move them into less susceptible and less vulnerable living situations. We're supporting them in local hotels. So our population is down, but we're also actually have an exciting project underway. We're actually creating a whole separate 20-bed living dormitory because we have to be able to. When we did the full population screening now back in April, we knew that if we had a significant number of positive cases, we would have to self-isolate them, and it's very difficult to do, when you have, dormitory living. So we had constructed temporary dormitories, but now we're going to have our own internal additional 20-bed dormitory where we can, and it's semi-private, where we can potentially, self-isolate folks if they in fact do screen positive, but don't need a higher level of medical care. So that's really important for us.
Pretty amazing. Now, the last time you and I chatted, and I try to hold some of the statistics in my head as I talk about this over the year. And the last time I heard a statistic, there was something along the lines, and I know it's very hard to calculate, right? But I feel like the last number I heard was there are 1,600 homeless veterans in the New England area. Is that a number that still sounds accurate to you? Has that number gone up? Has that number gone down? Is it just impossible to even know a number like that?
So that's a great question, Ab. And in the last 6 months, I don't know. In other words, through the COVID, the COVID emergency, to be perfectly frank, that hasn't really been on our focus. We've been laser focused on the 300 to 350 veterans who are in our direct care, and we're really responsible for their well-being. And I think the government focus on that and statistically reporting has also waned a little bit. But in the previous time, that's a number that I think that's accurate, if not precise. It could be up or down, maybe 100 in the New England area. We have seen a slight increase, unfortunately, over the last couple of years in the number of veterans experiencing homelessness in the New England area, and particularly in Massachusetts. Now, whether that's because more folks in the area are experiencing it or falling into it, or just as likely, we get a lot of referrals from around the country. So people do come here. There are robust services, both within, the medical facilities here, both with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and otherwise. A lot of folks are coming here for that. Now, in the middle of winter, they don't come for the weather, but this time of year, not COVID notwithstanding, it's a place where people tend to come to because they know they can get services here, and there are some really great facilities available.
Yeah. Andrew, thank you so much for coming and visiting us. It becomes a bit of a mantra for us over the course of the day that we here at the Ramble are pretty honored to be supporting an organization like yours. We believe in your mission, but not only your mission, but the way you go about fulfilling your mission, little by little. And so we have thousands of people, not only in New England but around the world, that have been tuning in and donating over the course of the last close to 20 hours. We've been going for 20 hours straight almost, and we've got 4 hours and 20 minutes to go. Woo!
Well, Adam, thank you for having me. And and really, the gratitude needs to go to you and to all the participants.
Yes.
As I said, I'm sure that they would rather be in the beach in Salisbury, and COVID, we will get through COVID. We will come out the other side of this, and we'll be stronger. It has a cost. We've seen that cost. But it's people like you and the supporters of this, this event, the Ramblethon, for the last 20 hours, the next 4 hours, that really makes, people understand humanity. So thank you very much.
Andrew, it's a pleasure talking to you. And I promise I will be following up after today and let you know how we did.
Looking forward to seeing you when we get through this. Thank you, Adam.
I love it, man. Good talking to you.
Stay well. Stay safe.
Yeah. Our friend Andrew. How we doing?
Do you have like a nonprofit video that you haven't gotten to play yet?
I feel like I do, but I'm not sure. Let's see. You know what I would love to do?
Yeah.
Early in the morning, we played a couple videos from a really special organization in New England called Foster Parents. This is an organization that is committed to rescuing. And for those of you that were listening to Poche talk about Senda Verde earlier on this morning, you know that taking these beautiful tropical creatures from the jungle and trying to sell them on the black market is a huge problem with tropical birds, especially because not only are they terrible pets and miserable pets, but they also live for they can live up to 80 years. This is an organization that is incredibly dedicated to helping find permanent living situations for some of these birds that have been rescued. It's called Foster Parrots, and here's a video. Take my hand, I'll hold on to you, my friend. This world will break the best made plan. We'll stick together down this road, down this road. You will share my heavy load. Where we'll end up, we don't know. We'll stick together, and we'll be dancing till we surrender. We'll fall down when we're done. They know where they can find us, out here on the run. Come on over.
Come on over.
Foster parrots. Some more of our friends. Okay, so for those of you that have been tuned in with us for the last almost 20 hours, you will have experienced this already. We found out that we can't do a continuous 24-hour live stream through Facebook. And so at various points over the course of the day, we have had to stop our live stream and start it immediately right after. Now, it requires a tiny bit of action on your part, okay? And we're gonna need your help. You are gonna get kicked off this live stream in about 30 seconds, and we want you to click on to the new live stream that is gonna start almost instantaneously after we stop. And this is the last time we're gonna do this. We're gonna go right to the end with this next stream. For those of you following right now, we have 13 minutes to raise up to $5,000 before 8 p.m. We have a private donor who has promised to match all of our donations up to $5,000 until 8 p.m. from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I've been watching the chat board. Thank you. I know so many of you have already given. You gave again. That is amazing and inspiring. All right, are you ready? Come meet me back here in 2 seconds, and I am going to be hanging with my bandies, and we are going to vote on the Cookie Bake Off winners. Very exciting.